the rhythm of my life, oh yeah, the rhythm of the night,
Yeah, principalmente.
This is the rhythm of my life.
Hey, Bobby. This is Jeb. You messing with my cousin Jake?
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Chris Abels writes, "Hey Perry, I can't say Ty enough. Bob Levy said me and him are coming to stay the night in your apartment and smoke a lot, and all three of us cuddle." This emoji with a smile and 3 hearts on it, and 666 baby. See you soon. Not allowed. Simple. Not allowed. That's all. I'm not gonna lose my mind. I'm not gonna flip out or freak out or go ape shit. No, just not allowed. But who is allowed is Gina Levy. So naked and laughing. I told you.
Hand up.
Where?
What do you think that is?
Why is it slimy?
Here. What do you think that is?
Why is it slimy? I don't know.
What do you think that is?
I don't know.
Look.
Ew! What's wrong with you? Why is this red rocket?
Hey, put
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am BF. We are live, and this is The Vibe. This is not just any vibe. It's Wednesday, folks. It's midweek. It's midday. This is BF Live, The Vibe. 203, show 203. How's it going, everybody? What's good in the stream show hood? I don't know how the weather is where you're at, folks, but it's a wet Wednesday where I'm coming to you from right here on the East Coast of the United States. I think those of you joining me from the Levy-verse, shout out to Bob Levy and everybody over there. Bob's experiencing the same kind of weather that I'm having. It's a wet Wednesday. It's kind of dreary, but we're not going to have a wet Wednesday here. We're going to have a fun Wednesday for the next 3.5 hours, folks. So let's do it and get into it. So what happened on the Levy-verse this morning? Still the same kind of information with Joey C and everything. He's still not quite getting it, and he's battling with Bob in the chat. And we could talk about that extensively too, because Joey, shout out, buddy, if you're watching and everything. I mean, Bob has done this many times in the past. Most recently, the one I can think of is when he even got Kevin to do this. When the comedian Bob Bickerstaff, a shout out to him, he doesn't have any proper medical care. I think he went through a cancer scare, and Bob and even got Kevin to agree that all the proceeds from the super chats would go to Bob Bickerstaff for his health. So, I mean, and Bob has done this for comedians in the past. When he was on the Howard Stern show, when they had a fire or a personal tragedy in their life, Bob always was the first one up to say, hey, let's do a benefit show for this person, Joey C. So I'm not doubting that Bob was going to have some fun with it or anything, but he definitely would have came through because he's done it in the past. But I digest on that one. So what's everybody up to today? What are you doing for the next 3 hours? Let's get into something. There's the work whistle as my signal goes underwater right on cue. It's 12 o'clock high noon on the East Coast of the United States, folks. So those of you who are going to lunchtime, come on, keep me in your ear, and I'll keep you company right here during your lunchtime. Shout out to my people just waking up on the West Coast, out there in the Pacific Ocean people, my friends out there. But let's get into some stuff today. We're going to do the BF Live other news or not so serious news. Of course, we're going to do that, folks. We'll tag our miserable news history moment on the end of it. We'll probably do Cyke Labs. We got to do some Cyke Labs content, folks. We're here to create a vibe right here for the next 3 hours. I got a whole sheet full of stuff that we'll get to in no particular order, but the biggest thing I have is I have a chat family. I have you guys. You are the vibe. This is BF Live, the vibe. So this is about the time to show while I grab my glasses. I'm going to try to stall it a little bit because I see my signals underwater a little bit. No matter what I do around here, it's still underwater, but we're going to persevere and we're going to get through it. As I grab my glasses, I go to my brand, I run my element, the Jet Family Check-In, and you let me know what you're up to as we get this day started. What are we doing? We're doing it. We are, in fact, doing it, folks. So let's do it. What are you doing for the next 3 hours? I hope you want to hang out with me. But it starts right here with the BF Live opening chat family check-in for BF Live, the Vibe stream show 203. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, come on, y'all, get in here. And so let's make this a party. Let's make this a vibe. As we jump to the right at the top of the chat, let's see. It says, good afternoon, my Nogas. BF, my best friend, my beautiful wife. That's from Rob. I'm in love with 2K Saul. Keep your eyes on the road and your hands upon the wheel, and welcome to Wednesday. As we continue on with the opening chat family check-in, on Esther, my girl checks in and says, happy hump day, heathens. Much love. And Hoya, you gonna? Come on. And she always says, buzz, be sure to hit that mother effing like button, you fish-eyed fools. That's right, because Aunt Esther knows that I know that you love me, but let YouTube and let Facebook and let Rumble know that you love me too. Aunt Esther checks in and says, BF Live, the vibe. Let's get our vibe on baby cakes. I like that sweet talk. Yeah. You get me going the right way on a Wednesday, Aunt Esther. Rob loves 2K. Hoya. Funky Bronco checks in and says, Hoya, Aunt Esther. What's up, Funky Bronco? Aunt Esther getting the Hoya to Funky Bronco. Tits McGee, defender of multiple birthdays, checks in this morning and says, Hoya family, Hoya to my mister. His job makes him a Santa bringing joy and cheer and lots of gas. Stinky, but come on, man, you're giving us all the clues. But be safe out there. Keep your eyes on the road and your hands upon the wheel. Funky Bronco says, Tits McGee, defender of multiple birthdays. Hoya, I'm so stinky as well this morning. I've been farting all morning long. I'm about to hope he meant hop in the bathtub. My dude talks about you. I don't know what you do. It sounds like you just be stinking sitting around, bro. I'm not sure what your issue is. You might have to see a doctor for some of that. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. On Esther checks in and says, Tits McGee, Hoya. On Esther says, Funky Bronco, you better wash your ass. Funky Bronco says, this show is going to be amazing today. BF always has some goodness in his wacky hopper for all of us. You know what's up. As one of what? Cheers my no-goods from Donkey Kongington checking in today. How you doing, Donkey Kongington? Happy Wednesday. Funky Bronco says Donkey Kongington Hoya, you know? On Esther checks in and says Donkey Kongington Hoya. Donkey says Hoya to on Esther. My bro Terry Nee checks in. He's laughing already, which is awesome. He's part of the BF Live Vibe family. Funky Bronco cheers from Donkey Kongington. Terry Nee Hoya from on Esther. Fuck that wop Mario. Wait a minute. He's all part of it. He's all part of that universe. Esther from Terry Nee. Tactical Tiger says, Hoya, my most generous friend. You got him turned on, folks, because my generous friend Dave Daffler checks in and give right away, gifting 5 BF Live Stream Show memberships. How you doing, Dave Daffler? Thank you for your generosity already. And my Stream Elements bot decided to work to let me know that Peter Sky Parker caught one of them, as well as my friend Byron Granger. And we check in with Sko, who says, Hoya, folks, slow work day, so another cup of coffee and a late morning BF Live in the cards. Well, let's go. Come on, man. You're part of the vibe. Let's go. And Skull Buddy, I know you're probably a lot like me. You're looking forward to Perry and Bob tonight. I think tonight's going to be really good because tonight is, the Perry and Bob show is good by itself. But now that they're going to be given to Toys for Tots and to charity, and they're going to give you specific instructions about what are the better links to give through the stream elements so they don't take the YouTube 30% right off the top. And hopefully they'll talk about what shirt might be for sale, a Toys for Tots commemorative shirt. So happy Wednesday, Skull. Stream Elements lets me know that Freddie B caught one of those generous Dave Daffler gifted memberships. Ding dong, the lovely Mrs. Cyke Clyde checks in. How you doing, Mrs. Cyke Clyde? We will be getting on to our Cyke Labs content segment later on. The lovely Kate Rio caught one of those generous gifted memberships, as well as my friend American Cupcake from Cupcake's Corner with American Cupcake. On Esther says, Testicle Tiger Hoya. Funky Bronco says, I think Bob Levy has officially lost his mind. He ain't even doing a show anymore. It's literally just him begging. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, whatever way you want to look at it, Funky Bronco, there's always a kind of like a comedic begging element to these shows. It's just to remind you that we enjoy doing these shows, but your chats and all are essential to keeping these kind of shows going. So it is kind of a little 50-50 thing. And, the whole thing with the Joey C has just gotten really out of hand. And that's kind of why I wanted to explain right off the bat that, Bob has shown examples of doing this before. He would have came through with this, but not for everything that happened. Cupcake is getting the shout out love from Dave Daffler. Shit, gotta fly. All right, Dave. Well, thanks, man. Hey, buddy. I know that there's times you let me know that you're not in the chat or you can't be in the chat this time of the day. So if you're not going to be around, thank you for your 5 gifted and have a great day, Dave. Hoya Ding Dong from on Esther. Hashtag Tuggies for Chris. That's right, from the liftoff reel. That's when Chris was having a great time poking at Perry Caravello. We'll get into a little Perry chat tonight, and we'll remind everybody once again that tonight's going to be a really special stream because Perry is going to make amends for stealing food from homeless people by doing a Toys for Tot charity stream with Bob Levy. So we're going to have extra fun tonight. Terry Nee checks in. He knows the bro who I'll be hanging out with tomorrow night.
Chris fucking Abel?
The one and only. How you doing, Terry Nee? Hoya on Esther from Ding Dong. Auntie getting the love from Testicle Tiger. Testicle Tiger, how you doing? Getting the love from Mrs. Cyke Clyde. Ding is getting the love from Testicle Tiger. Dave Daffler, Hoya from on Esther. Well, to that, I just have to say, Hoya, everybody. Let's go. Let's have a Wednesday.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
Hoya from my bro Cyke Clyde. And once again, congratulations to you and the missus on what you shared with us yesterday, that you were kind of watched your segment from your new digs for the very first time yesterday. So congratulations to my favorite couple, one of my favorite couples, Cyke Clyde and Ding Dong. Ding Dong Hoya from my friend Donkey Kongington. Cyke Gano from Donkey Kongington. Skull is getting the shout out love from our friend on Esther. Donkey Hoya from Mrs. Cyke Clyde. Funky says Cyke Clyde and Ding Dong Hoya. How is the new house going, you goblins? On Esther checks in, having fun with the Cyke emojis, and you can too if you're a member right here and part of the BF Live family. And Hoya. Ding Dong checks in and says, Hoya Bronco, it is beautiful, referring to the house question. Ding Dong says, Mrs. Cyke Clyde, that's beautiful to hear from Funky Bronco. Testicle Tiger bones up from Donkey Kongington. Donks, Esther, and Funky from Cyke Clyde. Donkey Kongington says, Hoya the Space Nerd. Space Chief 75 checks in on a Wednesday. And he says, hey, everybody. And to that, I say,
Oh, hey guys, how you doing?
Donkey Kongington says, Space Chief 75, what's up? On Esther shouts out Space Chief 75 with a Hoya. Funky Bronco says, I really hope Scott Fitz is okay. Apparently, he has missed a bunch of shows and nobody has heard from him. And I'll give you the behind the scenes thing, Funky Broncos, that I kind of let Scott be Scott or whoever. You know, he's a man. So I noticed that he's kind of like trying to dip out and kind of take a break. I respect that and I leave him alone. But at some point, I do get concerned. I will reach out to him. But I overheard something yesterday about maybe he twisted an ankle or two and maybe he's not feeling quite himself. But yeah, that's my understanding too, that he's missed a few shows, not just BF Live. Donkey Kongington getting the shout out love from Space Chief 75. Space Chief getting the love from Cyke Clyde. Mrs. Cyke Clyde, that is. Space Chief 75 saying Hoya on Esther. Ding Dong is getting love from Space Chief 75. Whoa, Testicle Tiger says Joey threatened me. Well, Testicle Tiger, I know that you are one of the biggest, staunchest Perry defenders, and I know that you didn't care the other day when Joey took cheap shots at Bob for doing a stream with Perry and characterizing it in a certain way. So I saw you defending Perry in the chat today, but I really didn't actually see the actual chat when Joey threatened you. But that's no good. Don't be threatening my friend Testicle Tiger. You were just doing your thing of defending Perry. Let's see. Space Chief 75, Hoya from Funky Bronco. Yeah, he thinks he's got enough strength and time to kick the world's ass, Testicle Tiger. He doesn't seem to be at the best place mentally, and I don't know why that is right now. Space Chief 75 saying Funky Bronco Hoya. Funky Bronco says, Levy has fucking came through for people in times of need. Levy is a very good man in that respect. All right, so Funky, and so Funky he can be sometimes a little critical, Bob, like you were just critical earlier talking about it's a begging thing. So I'm glad that you can see kind of both sides of things, Funky. I appreciate your point of view. There's a few good-hearted motherfuckers in this devil verse, and Bob is one of them, says Donkey Kongington. Right. And Bob, just like everybody else, he does things for the bit or whatever humor you can get out of it. But Donkey, you and Funky Bronco, and maybe many of us have seen Bob does actually come through. It's not just for the bit. Space Cheap 75 says, Bob's the most generous, decent person associated with this Dabbleverse. Anyone saying different doesn't know what they're talking about. So there you go. Donkey says, cheers to BFF. And I say cheers to you, Donkey, my friend, buddy. Let's go, man. Funky Bronco says, Donkey, yup, Bob has always been that way and doesn't mess around in that regard. That's right. And that's why, because I remember, I'm like, Christ, Bob was so good at this. He even talked Kevin into giving up his super chats for that comedian Bob Bickerstaff. And that was just the most recent one. But he would always be the first one on the Howard Stern show. When someone was in a bad way, he would go, let's book a benefit show. He did it for Gino Bisconti when he got punched by Pat Dixon. Bob Levy was the first person to step up and say, hey, let's do a benefit show for Gino Bisconti. So there's many examples of it. My lovely friend Mandy Diff, the resident fishing expert from BF Live, the vibe checks in. On this, what is a wet Wednesday around here? Oh, you got the fish hooks and you got the trees and everything. I did a little pre-gaming pre-show. Mandy Diff is getting the love and the Hoya from on Esther. Donkey Kongington has a big one here and says, a big message anyway. Some people have good hearts and do good things because it makes them feel good. Not because it's to get them brownie points or recognition. Bob just wanted to help Joey out, and he still might. And that's the great point. And there's a guy that really knows Bob Levy right there, because even though all of these things have been said and all of these insults have been passed back and forth, Bob is still the type of kind of guy to go, hey, well, you know what? This is kind of just what we're doing right now. And I'm not butthurt about this. And yeah, let's help a motherfucker. But Joey has to give on his end, Donkey, right? Joey has to see that, hey, maybe I'm a little to blame in some of this. You know, it has to be both ways. Just a guest checks in my friend and says he's having fun with the blocky Fran emojis. And you can too if you member up for either $4.99 or $9.99 right here on BF Live. What's up, my friend? Just a guest. Hoya on Esther from Mandy Diff. Cyke Clyde says, Hoya, my friend, and yours, BF Chang. What is good? Mandy Diff is giving Donkey Kongington the love. On Esther says, just a guess, Hoya. Space Chief 75 says, is Dave still here? Hey, Dave. Dave's not here, dude. Dave's not here. Dave said he had to roll. J.A. checks in with a little leaf and a little eggs. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. How you doing, J.A. checking in? I did a little pre-gaming before the show, so how you doing? I hope you get your puff in. Funky Bronco says, Donkey Kongington, Joey is racist scum. Wow. Justice says on Esther, Slurpee and Hoya. Echo Pineapple, my dude Luke checks in. Luke, I am your pineapple father. Well, he says, Hoya, my amigos, leave a like for Bobby. The man deserves it. Well, I appreciate that. Like I said, I know that Echo, my friend Luke, likes me, and but I know that let YouTube and all them know you like me too. On Esther, J.A. Hoya, getting welcome right in. Just a Guest says, I'm looking forward to tonight. It's going to be fun, Justa, because we're not only going to have the regular fun that we normally do, but it's all going to be for charity. So it's just another reason to feel good about the fun we're going to have tonight. Space Chief 75 says, working on something cool for Cardiff and the Faceless Cowards. Apologies if I miss you in chat. There you go. That's awesome, Space Chief 75. Bro, I think I'm noticing a good pattern here that most of the time that Space Chief 75 joins us, he is always saying that he has to do a commission. So let's keep our boy busy by checking him out on Twitter X at Space Chief 75. And you can check out his TeePublic store if the links are running in the chat today. On Esther says, Echo Pineapple Hoya. Just a Guest says, got tonight off and can sleep in tomorrow. Well, then you're ready for a party. The Stream Elements bot is kind of working, even though it doesn't have a wrench. I think it's still injured or damaged from the bot battle, the great bot battle that happened here on BF Live Monday when I had Nightbot running against the Stream Elements bot. It seems that the Nightbot has permanently taken away the wrench somehow, but it's still letting you know that you can check out Cyke Labs content right here on YouTube anytime you want to. When this link goes by, you click on that and go over to Cyke Labs and go give them a subscribe over there. Hook a brother up. Cyke Labs says, not everyone is for everyone, but in my humble opinion, Bob is the best thing around. Donkey Kongington says, Skull, Echo Skull, Maniga, yeah, that guy. Terry Nee checks in with his colorful 5-month member chat and says, Dave Daffler told me he loves your body and gets bricked up during the pee break. I told him you love the attention. You're not wrong. Correct about all of the above. Thank you to my friend Terry Nee. Hey, we'll have to see if we have time to fit in a Terry Nee knowledge break, because knowledge is fun and power, folks. Misdemeanor checks in. Oh, F Joey C. How you doing, Misdemeanor? I saw you over there in the chat on the Levyverse earlier, giving generously over there. And F Joey C. How you doing? Welcome to the show, Misdemeanor. Terry Nee just became a sponsor to Stream Elements Bot. Lets me know. My bro JFK Headchunk checks in on a Tuesday afternoon. How you doing, JFK Headchunk? Said later, Dave. Later, Dave. AE and Donkey, what up? We all know Bob is a top guy. No need to defend him. Well, I just want to set the record straight, Echo, because my whole belief is, buddy, is that we're all from different chat family communities. And I think somebody that really doesn't know Bob's history, like I described, as far as with Bob Bickerstaff and Gino and other comedians, would think that, oh, Bob's just pulling off a bit on Joey and just like yanking Joey's chain and never meant to give Joey that money or give him a car. And I just want that to be clear that that's not the case, that if Bob said this, he didn't do it just for a bit to yank it from him. He was going to come through and give him enough money, at least to find something decent or used. Thank you, Echo. Misdemeanor, get the Hoya from Aunt Esther right away. Pecan says, Goonie goo goo, you begonias. And I say, a goonie goo goo to my friend Pecan checking in on this Wednesday afternoon. JFK Headchunk getting the Hoya. Mandy Davis throwing out the pineapples to Echo. There's my bro checking in from Germany. BF Live, the vibe is going worldwide, and Dang is helping us create a worldwide vibe. How you doing, Dang Lizard, on this Wednesday? Hoya Mandy Diff from Echo. Pecan Hoya from Aunt Esther. True Echo, says Donkey Kongington. Hoya on Esther from JFK Headchunk. Was up, Auntie, from our friend Pecan. Cyke Labs got the link in there saying, go support Space Chief and buy some cool shirts. And there's his TeePublic link right there. Click on it. Funky Broncos says, Pecan, Hoya, and how you doing today? Is Joey becoming Jake Hudson? I don't know, bro. I don't know. You know, he did just go through a medical thing.
What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
I'm not sure, Terry. You know, we all famously saw him like posting from the hospital and streaming and doing shows from the hospital. So I guess the argument could be made that maybe he came out with his meds off or a little imbalance or something. But I don't think they gave him like racial pills or anything like that. There we go. So, yeah, I don't know, Terry Nee, but something definitely is different about Joey to where he's quite defensive, and it's really gotten out of hand. Damn, Testicle Tiger from Mandy Diff. I saw it, LOL, Testicle Tiger. Testicle Tiger ain't no one to F with. What did he say to Tiger? I didn't see the exact words. Good day, look at this. I told you. I tell you. Just imagine it, folks. BF Live is a vibe going worldwide. My friend Flex 316 is checking in from down under in Australia, making a worldwide vibe. How you doing today or tonight for you, my brother, Flex 316? Testicle Tiger says, oh yeah, he said, I would not speak if I were you. I told him it wasn't wise to threaten the head mod of PCL. What's he telling you or anybody else how often, they should speak or what they should speak about? P. Cunt says, what's up? I'm Stone Brown. How are you, Funky Bronco? Well, all right, you're at the right place. Terry Nee agrees with Space G75. Cyke says, Bob and BF have helped me more than anyone ever. Thank you, man. And ditto to you, man. You've helped me make my show better. On Esther says, Flex 316. Hoya getting the love to down under. P. Cunt, what are you smoking on today? Funky Bronco asks. Bob who says Flex 316? The man, the Bob that we talk about the most here, Bob, the Rev God, Bob Levy. Smoking that Gorilla Glue, P. Cunt is saying to Funky Bronco. P. Cunt, Bobby has been smoking that a lot lately. That's some strong stuff. I got to get some of that. Oh, look at the Kahuna. It's been a minute, Kahuna. I saw you checking in over there on the Levy-verse, and Bob always likes seeing you and always reacts and says you're a great guy. Checking in right here on BF Live says, hey, BF, Cyke, Donks, Ding Dong, on Esther, Dang, Pineapple, Funky, Mandy Diff, Flex, Testicle Tiger, Misdemeanor, and Justa. The Stream Elements bots are still running. Kahuna's getting love from Misdemeanor. Good day on Esther from Flex 316. You're welcome, Space Chief 75. Early today, it's 4:30. Flex 316, I don't know why I'm tripping on that today, is always a bro and always staying up to the wee hours and down under and getting the vibe on BF Live. Oh, damn, Terry, my apologies. Testicle Tiger, Hoya to Kahuna Nui. Funky Bronco, I know right from P. Cunt. Let's get through some of these because I want to get over to my BF Live news desk, folks, because it's already 35 minutes into the first hour of BF Live. So I got news, I got miserable news history, and a lot of other stuff we got to get to. I'm always watching Bobby Fran. I just can't chat. Well, thank you, Misdemeanor, because I thought as much. I'm like, when I saw your name pop up on the Levy-verse, I'm like, Misdemeanor hasn't been around in a minute. Thanks for letting me know that. Space Chief 75 says, I know a MFing Bigfoot when I see one, Gus. Goonie goo goo, that's right. I know a motherfucking Bigfoot, Gus, when I see one. The fact took the children fishing, Gus, and they stuck their head in the water and they come up with fish. And they said, Goonie goo goo. Racial pills, there you go, that's right. They didn't give out no racial pills, so whatever Joey had, he had it before he went into the hospital. Space Chief 75 getting the laugh from P. Cunt. P. Cunt getting the salute from Space Chief 75. Look at this. Flex 316, part of the vibe, worldwide vibe you can feel right now, 4:30 a.m., down under saying, good morning to all, and he gives me $2 Australian. I'll take it, my friend. Thank you very much, Flex. You're awesome, man. Thanks for keeping the vibe going down under. Space Chief 75 getting the love from Kahuna. Wow, Testicle Tiger. Just wow from Mandy Diff. Testicle Tiger says, I've checked in, but he won't unprivate the stream, Funky. Clyde says, BF, have you watched the Hard Knocks? No, I haven't, bro. 1 and 2. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know if you remember, but the Baltimore Ravens were actually part of the very first Hard Knocks that was ever done. Well, that was when Brian Billick was our coach, and I watched that extensively back in that day. That's the year we came off the Super Bowl. Haven't watched any of this because I'm too busy having fun with podcasting. Flex 316 says, I know of no Bob's Bobby Nick. I know of no Bob's Bobby Nick. Okay. Bobby Nick was here yesterday, but he might check in today. Kahuna getting love from Space Chief 75. Testicle Tiger, Squatch is going on tour. Are you calling for a Squatch break? Is that what you're doing? Are you calling for a Squatch break? Squatch break. Squatch break. Let's do a Squatch break.
Let's go. I'm going on tour, y'all. Get tickets now for only $20.
Hell yeah.
Have a good time.
Oh, you get up early. Okay, you didn't stay up late. You get up early. But either way, no matter what way you're doing it, Flex, I so appreciate you, bro, knowing that this vibe is going worldwide down under. Thank you. We're just getting started having fun here on the afternoon show on BF Live. It's the middle of the day. It's the middle of the week. And we're getting into some sax squad. What you know about that? I like a vibe to go. Ooh, I like a vibe to go down under. Oh shit, that sounds like somebody better get to work. Yeah, somebody better get to work. So, the mister. Let's see. All right. I might check it out if I get some time, my friend, Cyke Clyde. I recorded this.
I'm coming to Brooklyn. I'm coming to Seattle, California, Texas, Nashville. Nashville, Tennessee is the first stop. So I hope to see you there. It's going to be quite a party.
If you go to Sack Squatch on YouTube, he even does jingle bells. He's got Christmas songs up there now. All right, folks. We're just about at the end of the opening chat family check-in. I'm going to roll my element. We'll chat a little bit, and I'll give you some news stories. Some miserable news history at the end of the news, and more fun beyond that. This is BF Live. This is a vibe. We're up all night to get lucky. There you go. Thanks a pant load there, Cyke Clyde. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I don't have too much faith in my Ravens. You know, they're going to have to play up. You know, if they can't beat the best, you're not the best. I will link some things to you, BF. Awesome Flex 316. I'm always looking for cool, neat stuff. Peacon's having fun with that. And we're having a lot of fun with the BF Live opening chat family check-in. What do you say we get on with the show and some more fun stuff?
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's right, folks. BF Live is a vibe. Here we go. Midday, middle of the week, December 11th, Wednesday, folks. So happy to be hanging out with you. So happy to be hanging out with anyone. So great to be seen. And, you know, I do have some news stories, and I do have like a celebrity death report. Like I said, some of you might remember this guy. I start off the news. How about if I do this? Let's find my element. We'll take the date down. I'll find my element. I'll run my news element. I'll run over to my news desk, and we're going to do some news stories, the BF Live other news, not so serious news. And actually, we're going to start it off with a celebrity death report. Let's go. That's right, folks. Let's go. I'm at the BF Live, the Vibe news desk. I got some BF Live other news or not so serious news, but sometimes it is serious in that we do a celebrity death report. So why don't we run that right now? Let's start right off the top of the news because some of you might know this guy if you're a Howard Stern fan. This is kind of like some Howard Stern celebrity death report news, but let's cover it and I'll teach you all about it.
BF Live, celebrity death, marriage, and divorce report. They lived, they loved, they die.
That's right, folks. We're starting off with a celebrity death report. The Amazing Kreskin. For those of you deep-cut Howard Stern fans, the Amazing Kreskin has passed away this day at the age of 89 years old. So I was going to give you a lesson for those of you who might, we'll look back for those that know him, and maybe some that, let's give you a quick report, and then we'll look at a couple clips. But this was the guy, he did Howard Stern a couple times, and he claimed that he was a mentalist. He said he could bend spoons and do other mental tasks. Maybe some of you remember him, maybe you don't, but here it is, the Amazing Kreskin. If I share the right screen, let me see. Amazing Kreskin, here you go. Here we go, now we got it. The Amazing Kreskin, right here. BF Live Celebrity Death Report, opening up the news today.
The Amazing Kreskin has died. This longtime friend of the morning show was a regular on daytime and late night talk shows. Back in the day, dazzling audiences with his mentalist tricks. He appeared on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson 88 times, as well as numerous appearances on Howard Stern, David Letterman, Jimmy Fallon, Merv Griffin, Mike Douglas, and more. Kreskin eventually hosted his own TV show, was the author of 20 books, and he was 84 years old. Cooking after 9 o'clock this morning, doing some holiday rum balls. All right.
All right, there you go. That's the Amazing Kreskin. That's right. Whoop. That's I was going to show you some clips. He actually did. I'll show you. Trying to find a little clip I had when he was actually did a little appearance on the Stern Show. Let me find this real quick. I think it's right here. Here we go. All right, I'll show you this clip right here. Yeah, I see a couple of comments on this. I also see that Big Boss checks in. How you doing, Big Boss? Yeah, that's right. It's time for the Bobby Cronkite vibe. Terry Nee says Tony Bennett died. Don't tell Bob that. Live game going on. Have fun all. Thanks for checking in, Flex 316, man. I appreciate you, buddy. That saxophone vid is pretty much sums up the internet. You're right, Big Boss. It's just silliness. It's fun. And look, I mean, this guy, he come up with a bit and he's touring around the country dressed up like Sasquatch and making money, getting paid with that suit on. John Wayne is still dead, says Space Chief 75. Update, Mike Wallace is still dead. Big Boss gives the Hoya to everybody. Funky Bronco, Uri Geller has been, didn't Uri Geller bend spoons? This guy said he could do it too, and he tried it a couple times. And like on Esther will remind us, I remember him. He was a bit annoying. Yeah, it didn't seem like his bits always like played out fully, did it? Kreskin said he would die last week. BS to the end. Ooh, there you go. I think the comedian Gallagher beefed with Kreskin. Let's watch this one video. Here's a quick clip of Kreskin on the Howard Stern Show from way back in the day. Our celebrity death report, the mentalist Kreskin dead.
Yes, ask Sam how he feels about his wife remarrying.
All right.
They didn't hear.
I better break it. Okay, let me talk to this
Oh,
gentleman.
so they're trying to talk to Sam Kinison from Beyond. So they got Kreskin, the mentalist, in to help them.
Listen,
Sir, Sam, how do you feel about your wife Malika remarrying?
She's a bitch! She's a bitch! Ah! She's a bitch! She should have married!
Really? Do you want her to divorce this guy?
Yes! Yes, she's mine! Ah! She's mine!
Wow.
Let me try. Howard, let me try.
Yes.
This is going to break it right now. His eyes are going to open. He's like, yeah, can I just get, what's your name, by the way? Chris. Yeah, when's the last time you talked about Sam Kinison to anybody? How long ago?
Maybe about 3 days ago.
You haven't spoken about him or his wife or anything else to anybody, right?
No.
Isn't that fascinating?
That is fascinating.
And there you have it, folks. That's how we open up the BF Live other news or not so serious news with a little bit of serious news. Yes, the mentalist Kreskin is dead.
BF Live, Celebrity Death, Marriage, and Divorce Report. They lived, they loved, they died.
Folks, let's get on some other news. Let's see. Kreskin said he would die. We got that one. We got that one. I think the comedian Gallagher beefed with Kreskin. I don't remember a beef between Kreskin and Gallagher. Really, I met Gallagher once, Funky Bronco. On Esther says, really, I love Gallagher. He was amazing. Ain't got nothing on Perry. You're right. Yeah, that his wasn't good. Rest in peace, though. And rest in peace, Kreskin. All right, I got another news story, folks. I got a new story of a miracle. I think this is a miracle. I don't know if it's any miracle any of us were looking for, but I do have a story of a miracle right here. In my next story, it says Jamie Foxx has been cured, folks. You're not going to believe what Jamie Foxx has been cured of. You know, Jamie Foxx famously was, he kind of dropped out of doing his shows last year, suddenly got real sick, was hospitalized. Some people said he was near death, but he's been cured, folks. But you know what he's been cured of? Jamie Foxx claims that he has been cured of dating white girls after suffering a stroke. Jamie Foxx recently joked that he had been cured of dating white women after a 6-year romance with actress Katie Holmes and others. The comedian, during his Netflix special, opened up about the medical emergency he suffered last year, revealing that it was caused by bleeding in his brain that led to a stroke. Jamie also joked about embattled rapper Sean Diddy Combs, while addressing rumors that the Bad Boy for Life rapper caused his hospitalization. Fox is seemingly done with dating white women as he sang in a song declaring he had been cured and is back to the black side of town. It's a miracle, folks. Jamie's been cured. No more white women. The day shift actor made the decision in his, made the admission in his new Netflix special, Jamie Foxx, What Had Happened Was, which debuted on the streaming platform on December 10th. Sitting down on the piano, Fox sang, "Sisters, I'm here to tell you I've been cured. I've been cured of everything. No more white girls. I'm serious. No more white girls," he says repetitively. As audience members applauded and leaped out of their seats, the Hollywood star continued, "I'm back on the black side of town. No more white girls. No more potato salad and raisins. No more white girls. No more spray tan. No more big titties. No ass. No more white girls, he added. So there you go, folks. He's been cured. Hey, where are the white women? I should have had that clipped up, queued up or anything. Jamie being openly racist again. Jamie is lying 100%. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to resist them white women. Yes, he came to Indy a couple years ago before his death. He was very nice. Jamie is lying. Jamie opened races again. Yeah, there's kind of a double standard, a switch standard going on out there in entertainment, isn't it? Testicle Tiger says, didn't know he was dating Katie Holmes for 6 years. I remember hearing that they were together at some point, but I didn't realize it was for 6 years. Testicle Tiger. He's full of shit, says Don Esther. Funky Bronco says, yeah, this won't last. He will go back to the white women. Hey, where are the white women? FJF, fuck Jamie Foxx. All right, there you go. As a representative of white girls, I say, oh, well. That's good for him. Well, good. It was a cure, man. I didn't know that's what caused him the stroke. Yeah, but he glazed over the rumors of, the whole Diddy thing of Diddy caused his hospitalization. But let's get on with some other news. I got some more stories. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I got a mouth, at least this story is mouth watering for me. I don't know if you're going to enjoy it as much as I did, but I'm going to read you the story because Christmas is coming up. And how many of you guys are fans of bacon out there? I love me some bacon. Bacon and Christmas, we're going to mix the two right here. The 3-ingredient Snoop Dogg recipe I'm making for Christmas morning from now on. So this is Snoop Dogg's recipe of crispy bacon. This one had me going last night. I wanted to open up my oven right away and just get it going. I'm like, come on, let's do this. Let me read you this description of Snoop bacon. He says, you wouldn't like it. It's too spicy. Have some of grandma's bacon instead. That's what I'm going to tell my little ones this year when I serve up a plate of Snoop Dogg's billionaire bacon on Christmas morning. I know the adults at the table will be head over heels for the chewy, caramelized, thick sliced bacon studded generously with red pepper flakes and cracked black pepper. I'm going to cook this stuff, y'all. Decadence is the order of the day at my in-laws' place when it comes to our holiday breakfast. Grandma Jan bakes her creme brulee, scrambles a big skillet of eggs, and makes sure there are plenty of breakfast meats to go around. I think she'll have a spot in the oven for me, though with the promise of some bacon a la Snoop. So there you go, fakes. That's all he does. Here's the recipe. How do you make this bacon? You take the bacon, you're going to mix some sugar, brown sugar up with black pepper and red pepper flake. You sprinkle it over, you put it in the oven, you cook it at 425. What's that, 400 for 25 to 30 minutes? Look at that. That looks like heaven to me, bro. Look, Testicle Tiger says, I'm making that shit today. I still got half of my fancy bacon. That's awesome. I read this late last night, Testicle Tiger, and I'm like, I need to eat this shit right now. That is good, man. This shit looks good. So, maple bacon is my favorite. Genius. Who would ever crisp their bacon? What's up, guys? Just checking in my favorite ape. JFK Head Chunks, he's a little perplexed. He says, so only white dudes for him now? He's giving up on the girls, but he didn't say nothing about the white guys, did he, JFK Head Chunk? Very astute observation. All right, I got to make this stuff, too. LJ Lowe checks in and says, good evening. How you doing, LJ Lowe? Checking in on this Wednesday, midweek freaks. Snoop Dogg, biscuits and gravy, says JFK Head Chunk. Gaseous is getting the Hoya shout out love. And Gaseous says hello to Kahuna. Yep, folks, so when I saw this, look at that. Black pepper, and I want some good flat bacon like that because I cook mine in a pan a lot, and it's got those curls in it. I want me some good, flat, crispy, caramelized bacon. I got to get down with this, so I'm going to smoke one. Oh, I can see it now. I'll be smoking one and eating some of this bacon. I'll be like, this shit is delicious. This is great. So if you guys want something different right there, you can get Snoop Dogg's Christmas morning bacon. There you go. I'm going to try to make that. I definitely got to try that. All right, folks, let's do a little sports now. There's a couple sports fans out here in the chat. I think the week started realizing, or everybody knows that is sports aware, that Juan Soto was stolen away in free agency from the New York Yankees and moved this across town to the New York Mets, right? But for more on that, there's a big contract involved in that. So for more on that, let's go over to the Bikini Report for an actual sports report on the new Juan Soto contract and all the details on it. Take it away, Bikini Report. Sports Report. Here we go. Take it away. Juan Soto contract.
Star outfielder Juan Soto isn't moving far geographically, but is taking a huge leap financially. The former Yankee is joining the New York Mets on a 15-year contract worth $765 million. And yes, that is the largest contract in sports history. Soto was far and away the most sought-after free agent this winter, following a 41-homer, 109 RBI season. He's also a highly disciplined hitter, drawing walks in 18.1% of his at-bats, while striking out in only 16.7%. Of course, baseball fans will be excited to see what this does to the balance of power. Both the Yankees and the Mets lost to the Dodgers in the playoffs, the Mets going down in 6 in the NLCS, and the Yankees losing the World Series in 5. Assuming the Mets are now better and the Yankees can recover, hopes for a Subway Series are still alive. So do you think Soto is going to be worth the money? Let us know in the comments and follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Thank you, Bikini Report. Juan Soto. She's hot, and to that we say duh. I donated plasma for the first time yesterday. Gasha says, do my part for the people and my wallet. There you go. It's a win-win. BF had a foodgasm. Yes, I did. Late last night, I had a bit of a foodgasm. I'm like, I'm shutting my O face. Oh, it's my O face. Yeah, man, I got to make that stuff ASAP. Soto still won't win a championship. Did you see that? I showed a video yesterday when I originally did this report, Pecan, about all the balls that got away from him in the outfield. It was like a 30-second reel, and a 30-second reel of missed opportunities in the outfield shouldn't exist for a guy that you just played $765,000 to. So, yeah, I thought that was odd that he had like a blooper reel, basically 30 seconds worth of, no guy that I'm paying many thousands of dollars to should have a blooper reel out there that long. All right, let's go. I got another story for you. Little entertainment news right here. She would starve a baby. Wait a minute. She would, maybe my baby might eat everything. What's up, Matt, checking in this afternoon? Bones up, buddy. He says, bones up to BF and all the midday freaks. He knows it's midday freaks. He knows it's midweek freaks. He knows that we're going to be having fun hanging out tonight in the Perry chat and doing some good for Toys for Tots. I think I'm going to use brown sugar, though. It is recommended in there. Look up Snoop Dogg's Christmas bacon, and you will find it. It is simple. It's like brown sugar, crushed red pepper, and black pepper. It's really that simple. Let's see. JFK, agree, head chunk like a puddle in a desert. All right. 765 million. Did I say 1,000? Sorry about that, Skull. Yeah, I definitely have a slip. Right. $765 million. Like that, yes. $765 million. He shouldn't have a 30-second blooper reel out there of all his missed opportunities. Matt's getting the 666 love from Testicle Tiger. Matt says hello to Kahuna. LOL to JFK Head Chunk from Big Boss. Testicle Tiger says bones up to Matt is getting the Testicle Tiger the bones up. And On Esther says Matt bones up and Hoya. And Hoya miss Esther from Matt as we continue with another story in the BF Live Other News. Well, folks, we know about Mick Jagger, right? The famous lead singer of the Rolling Stones. And we know that he famously goes to younger woman to younger woman. And he has many young children. I'm going to do a little article about one that showed up recently. Mick Jagger is 81 years old. Now, this says he poses with lookalike son, 8, in a rare new photo. I don't really see the photo of him together, but they are going to show a photo of Mick Jagger's 8-year-old son, and they talk about the striking resemblance to Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger's 81. I know the Stones are still out there doing the damn thing. Mick Jagger is celebrating a special milestone with his youngest child's son, Devereaux. The Rolling Stone frontman, 81, who shares son Devereaux with his girlfriend, Melanie Hamrick, was seen in new photos on social media as he posed with his youngest kiddo to celebrate his 8th birthday, so 8 to 81. Hamrick, the mother, 37, posted some wholesome snaps to Instagram over the weekend, showing off just how much her son resembles his famous rock star dad. The post featured a rare snap of the father and son, who bear an unmistakable resemblance to one another. The selfie-style pic snapped by Hamrick even showed both Jagger and his son making a silly face for the camera, proving that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Oh, he's little Mick, one user on Instagram wrote in response to the clip. While someone else said Devereaux, Hamrick, and Mick Jagger make for a very good-looking family. So here's a picture of him that they put out on Instagram. It didn't get any bigger. That's what she said. So, yeah, that's little Mick right there. 8 years old. Little Mick right after that. It's little Mick. All right. Let's see if there's any more here. I think that was the best picture. I never seen them actually together like it states in the crowd. I mean, it does. There was a link up here. It says on Instagram. Let me see. No, it's the exact same picture. So I never actually saw a picture of he and Mick, but you can kind of see the family resemblance there. Let me stop sharing that. You can kind of see the little bit of family resemblance there. So yes, 81 years old with an 8-year-old son, and the rare pic. That's kind of the first time I can ever really say that I saw that kid. Let's see what everybody's saying. We got Miss Esther. Matt lets us know that he's making bacon right now. Well, there you go, man. It's Kismet. Pecan is throwing out those lips. I want some, Matt says. Space Nerd checking in. Don't you sneak in here, nerd. Geisha says, how do you even get hard at that age? Says, oh my goodness. Had to use a piece of cardboard and his bodyboard to push him in. I don't know. I'm still very, I'm Randy, baby. Mick's still very Randy, I guess. I don't know, bro. He got it up. Hoya, you Hoyas from Space Nerd. This is absurd, says. I know, man. Like, cause what? Let's see, 8 and 81, which means that Mick will be 91 if he makes it when the kid is 18. So you're 18 and you have a 91-year-old father. LJ Lowe shouts out Space Nerd. Now my day is made. On Esther says Space Nerd Hoya. Geisha says, hey kid, your dad pegged David Bowie. Space Nerd says, same LJ Lowe, always. Spurs Nerd getting the shout out love from Testicle Tiger. Space Nerd says, Hoya on Esther. She says, Tersticle to Testicle Tiger. Space Nerd says, good morning to me, the vibe, and I say, good morning to you, Nerd. He has his father's lips. There you go. They put the lips in there, pecan. Hoya, Space Nerd from Matt. Bodyguard, whoops, there you go. Is that the Bodyguard's kid, maybe? 81 is young for Perry. Just saying, young. Yes, true.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you did try to get with Teresa or whatever. So, Testicle Tiger is getting the last from Space Nerd and Hoya Nerd from Ding Dong. As we continue on with the BF Live other news or not so serious news. I don't know if any of you suffer from asthma problems and maybe you take some OTC, some over-the-counter medications. But I do have a report about a lawsuit and actually a problem with one of the over-the-counter medications that's causing possible mental health issues. There are some severe side effects that are being talked about. For more on this, let's go over to the Bikini Report for our health report. Take it away, Bikini Report, and let us know about this drug called Singulair. Singulair was an asthma drug treatment that was given to many people to treat asthma problems. Take it away, Bikini Report. Let us know about the problems with Singulair.
The widely prescribed asthma drug Singulair, sold generically as Montelukast, may be linked to serious mental health problems. New research has found that the drug, which was originally sold by Merck, attaches to brain receptors that play a role in governing mood, cognition, and impulse control. And while the scientists weren't willing to say that this binding leads directly to harmful effects, it does lend weight to the thousands of reports of patients claiming psychiatric problems, including depression. Now, it is worth mentioning that these study results are preliminary, and while the FDA did add a warning to the prescribing label in 2020 saying Montelukast could carry serious mental health risks, the agency said it doesn't plan to update the drug label just yet. So do you think this was a case of Merck thinking the side effects didn't outweigh the benefits? Or were they intentionally ignoring them in pursuit of profit? Let us know in the comments and follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Thank you, Bikini Report, for that very insightful health report. I think we even helped our friend Space Nerd that says, I used to take that, no wonder. So that explains some of your behavior or something. So they're saying, yeah, it can attach itself to like mood receptors in your brain and possibly have a long-term, maybe negative effect on your mood if you take Singulair. So be cautious if you're taking an asthma treatment. Consult your physician for what's right for you. All right, folks, we're at the end of the regular kind of news that I do here on the BF Live other news or not so serious news. So you all know that come every day know what it's time for. It is time for our miserable news history. This is provided compliments of Cyke Labs. This is where we take you back to the days of the Miserable Men Show on the Sirius Satellite Radio. And Bob Levy was the newsman for the Miserable Men Show with all the boys back in the day. Bob Levy reads the news. We're going to take you back to the date of October 19th. The year is 2008. The Miserable Men Show on Sirius Satellite Radio. Bob Levy is going to attempt to read the news to you right now. And as we do here on BF Live, the Vibe, folks, whenever you hear Bob mispronounce a word, you type it in the chat the way you thought you heard it. and I'm going to remember to present it today and not just watch it myself. Hang on tight, folks. Ready to go. It's Miserable News History time on BF Live.
And now it's time for Miserable Men News with your anchorman, Bob Levy.
Mike, you're on a ride home with us just for the sake of...
It's not Howard's wedding. Shut the fuck up. The news started.
Good evening. You're writing this real small. Good evening, America. Name is Bob Levy, and this is from October 19, 2008. Our first story tonight.
Come on, Bob, you do it.
Shiite bloc hold on off okay to U.S./Iraq pact. Baghdad.
Iraq pack? Is that like the whack pack?
Prime
the Iraq pack?
Minister Nouri al-Malika ruling Shiites coalition withheld support Sunday for the proposed security pact that would keep U.S. troops here for 3 more years, dealing setbacks to American hopes of a speedy approval of agreement.
I was surprised by that one too,
The
LJ.
statement by the statement by the United Iraqi Alliance called for unspecified changes to the draft agreement, which Parliament must ratify by the end of the year when the UN mandate expires. Hamas could halt talks on a Israeli soldier official. Gaza Reuters. Hamas could halt talks on release of Israeli soldiers seized in cross-border raid and held in Gaza Strip if Egypt does not free one of its leaders, a Hamas official said. Soldier Gilad Shalit was abducted by I can't do this with him in here. Soldier Jit was abducted by militants from an Israel army based in June 2006 in exchange for his release. Hamas has demanded that Israel set free hundreds of prisoners it holds. It also wants Egypt to release any man, no free, senior Hamas military arrested and get him out of here. In Egypt, on suspension, he was planning to attack targets there. Classic chicken noodle soup is comfort food, suitable for any time of the year, but especially during cold winter months when you are ill. There is
doing all those noises, Cyke Labs. I'm trying to make it out.
There's a reason why it's called Jewish penicillin. This version is made from scratch. 2 tablespoons vegetable oil. 2 medium onions chopped. 3 medium carrots cut into... What, this ain't the news? What the fuck are they doing on the bottom of this? 3 celery ribs cut into 1-inch thick slices. 1 6 to 7 pound chicken. 2 quart chicken broth or canned low sodium broth.
It's not news. It's a recipe for chicken noodles.
Well, why is it there? Why do you have it there? And why would you put his mic up loud? So I would. What the fuck? I do.
Oh my God! There you go. Never disappoint. Hang on a second. I think it's auto playing. Never disappoint.
Can go twice as high.
Oh my goodness!
Take a look.
What a reading rainbow that was.
Reading rainbow.
What's up, buddy?
Can go anywhere.
You just missed the opening chat family check-in.
Friends to know and ways to
And then we did the other news.
Reading rainbow.
And now we're wrapping up with our miserable news history moment.
Swallow. Is that a fucking kid's book? Friends to know and ways to grow.
Reading. Rainbow.
I remember him. I just didn't know that was him. I remember hearing him.
Reading. Rainbow. I'm reading. I'm swimming. I'm a bat in the pool. Look at me go. Olivia is such a stupid name.
There you have it, folks. As always, compliments of Cyke Labs. Tacked on our end of our regular news. That was our miserable news history, folks. What do you say we get on some other more fun right here on the BF Live, The Vibe Stream Show 203. Hell yeah. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're having it. We're making it happen here on a Wednesday, midday, midweek freaks, hanging out with my great chat family. I love you guys. I wish we had the footage, Cyke, says Space Nerd. Pecan is throwing out the reading rainbow. Brian Clauder checks in. I want everybody to know. How serious is the news? This news, you know what it is. It's not so serious. Here, Brian. On Esther says, is it time for the girls segment yet? Keep it in your pants over there, Sundance. No, but what it is time for is to keep hanging out and having fun. And let's check the National Day calendar, as we like to do here, because it's always a holiday or a celebration for someone or something. So let's go over there and do that and get into that a little bit. Let's see what they are today as we check in with the National Day. Hey.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, folks. Today is Wednesday. It's the middle of the day. It's the middle of the week. Wednesday, December 11th, folks. We're having it. We're doing it. And we're going to check the National Day calendar because it's always a holiday or a celebration for someone or something. So let's share them today. On December 11th, Wednesday, I will let you know as we check. Today is National Stretching Day. Now stretch that ass out. National Stretching Day, and it's National App Day on December 11th, as well as National Egg Noodle Ring Day. That's very specific. Let's see what National Egg Noodle Ring Day is all about. What could that be about? It says National Noodle Ring Day on December 11th recognizes recipes made with pasta into a delicious round casserole. While baking up your favorite recipe, maybe use round pasta noodles to really punctuate the ring in the day. While the day could possibly be about the little pasta noodles, it would be a fun way to celebrate. They make up delicious pasta salad and several other pasta dishes. They're also popular with kids of all ages, crafts, and projects. So I don't know who sponsored this one. It just says the national calendar put it on here. I thought it'd be a pasta maker, but it's if you want a particular shape of ring, if you're obsessed about a shape of ring, there you go. You can use your noodle ring day, apparently. I don't know. That was definitely a weird one. How about good old national, well, we'll do National Stretching Day. I think we're going to finish off on National App Day. Now, who's getting their good stretch in, folks? You getting your walk in? I know my boy Scott Fitzpatrick, he likes to get his walk in. Spaghetti O's were the best kind of O-rings from back in the day. Cyke Labs lets us know I have audio of a couple of Bob's voicemails to Shuley bitching about him on the ride. Oh, talking about Twitchels when they used to ride with Twitchels in the car. I have never seen such a thing except spaghetti O's. Yeah, you never shopped on purpose for the ring shaped ones. Well, maybe today is the day you're supposed to today. It's that, Testicle Tiger, right? Or Space Nerd, excuse me. Jinx Testicle Tiger. Where do they come up with this shit? Exactly. It's a national day. I told you it's always a holiday or celebration for someone or something. Fun people do it, Pecan. Every day you do yoga. Testicle Tiger says January 14th is National Testicle Tiger Day. Is that really a thing? Is that your birthday? Ooh. And Space Nerd's interested and says, oh, really? Well, today is Stretching Day. Now, I've never been professionally stretched. Me and my wife stretch and all that, but I get my stretching in just by trying to be active. But on National Stretching Day, it is dedicated to educating people on the numerous benefits that come with practitioner-assisted stretching. Flexibility is one of the most significant components leading to a healthy lifestyle. When most think about stretching, it is in relation to 1 or 2 standby stretches that are held a few seconds and released. However, this isn't the most efficient form of stretching. So it talks about the importance of stretching, why you should relieve stiffness. It increases your active range of motion. It improves your circulation and blood flow. It builds your muscles. It gives you a good support and good structure. There you go. Prevents injury. So there you go. Every day is Testicle Tiger Day, according to our friend LJ Lowe. Testicle Tiger says, I mean, anyone can come up with a day, and my birth was a gift to everybody. There you go. So I know, we understand. Tongue in cheek. You're just kidding, of course. But we're going to try to remember your birthday is coming up in January. All right, folks, what else? Do we have another national day on that calendar? We had stretching day. Oh, let's do National App Day real quick. Because, folks, this is the time we live in, right? Where would we be without apps? Like they're on my phone. I'm using them right now as I'm doing the show. It's National App Day on the National Day calendar. National App Day on December 11th encourages us to explore all the possibilities apps afford us. So what is the stuff we're doing on apps now that we were doing in the past, like our banking, our bill paying, like everything? I mean, there's ticketing when we go to concerts and things like this, things of this nature, paying for parking. There's so many things that you can do with an app. But it encourages us to explore all the possibilities you can do on National App Day. The word app was listed as the word of the year in 2010 by the American Dialect Society. Short for software application, apps quickly appeared when our mobile devices incorporated smart technologies. As the power of our phones increased with the processing chips, internet connectivity, and touchscreens, so did the apps that became available. Since that time, apps continue changing how we work, live, and play. They offer opportunities, too, by creating thousands of new companies, millions of new jobs, and billions of dollars in revenue. That's very true. Apps accelerated in growth with the advent of Apple's iPhone in 2007. In 2008, Apple introduced operating system OS 2.0, which included approximately 500 apps and allowed third-party app generation. Over 3 million apps on both Apple and Android platforms offer a plethora of options for business, productivity, entertainment, organization, security, news, and so much more. And every programmer's introduced thousands more. Not only do apps keep us connected and organized, but through customization, apps fit our busy, changing lifestyles. So how do you observe National App Day? What apps keep you connected and up to date? Is there one app that has revolutionized your life? We want to know. Post your favorite app on social media. Share how apps make your life easier too. Beyond games, what tool do you use to save time and money? While you expound on your favorites, explore apps too. What's the kind of apps do you use to predict the future? So there you go, folks. It's App Day. Let's see. Oh, we got some app going on here. Space Nerd says, I love Police Scanner, P-Cunt. Which do you use? I may delete some apps on National App Day. That's another very important thing, too, because a lot of times when we get these updates on our phone, they'll throw an extra game or something that I never wanted on my phone, like taking up space. So it's National App Day, so get some apps, maybe clean up your phone. Maybe it's a good day to do all of this. Let's see. I thought today was a brown heroin day. Oh, well, apps are fun, too. There's always that, I guess. Favorite app is the Police Scanner. The only stretching I do is with my paycheck. Hi-yo. I see what you did there. Favorite app, we got that is Police Scanner. Let's see. All right, well, let's do this. Let's keep going on with that. Burp, frickin' nerd. There we go. All right, folks. Well, I think we got all the good ones. So while we put a bow on that little segment right there, that was our little just National Day calendar check with the National Day Hey.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we're having it. We're doing it. This is BF Live The Vibe, happening in the middle of the day, right in the middle of the week. BF Live The Vibe. We're having it. We're doing it. Here it is. Yep, you heard.
You heard a friend, a blocking man.
Not true.
He kicks out people with just a hand. Hates avocados, ain't that grand. Blocking Buffalo got his brand. Laughing loud, live big.
What are we going to do? We got to get into Cyke Labs tune, don't we?
Blocky friend. He blocks the hate, the number one fan.
Well, that's what I meant to do.
Live, hear his plan. Blocky friend.
All right, I'm gonna try to get the night bot going again. Let's see if we can get a little bot war going, because not all the bots are running, right? So I'm gonna Typing Nightbot right now. I'm going to mod it up. And let's see if the bot wars commence, all right? Because you're only getting Cyke Labs, and I will recommend, like I did before, CYKE. Just type on that, click on that link as it goes by, folks. But you know what? At this time of the show, you don't even have to click on the link if you want to see it, because it is that time on BF Live when we do Cyke Labs.
Psych.
That's right. I'm getting. All right. Oh, let me see. Remove. I'm getting an error message that something's going down on Facebook. They're asking me to adjust the stream live. There we go. I'm doing that. It blocked off my chat to do it. Let's see. I only have Facebook for Messenger, and I use it for groups at Space Nerd. Testicle Tiger says, I reinstalled Facebook so I could sell a laptop. Space Nerd's having fun with the Cyke Cloud emojis, as well as Mandy Div, because they know they're members, and they know that it's time for Cyke Labs right here. You don't have to have Facebook Messenger for mobile Space Nerd, but there you go. All right, so let's do this, folks. It's time. I figured I would go back and let's concentrate on some of the great commercials that have been done by our friends at Cyke Labs. So that's kind of a little theme today, is that we're going to do all the Cyke Labs commercials. You can watch these by clicking on Cyke Labs when you're not watching BF Live. Let's check this out. And this is kind of appropriate in the time we're living in. This is Joey C. in a commercial selling stuff.
Hey, this man needs help. His baby mama put him out and he ain't got no furniture. Let him have it. Boss lady, this man need a bed. And all he can afford is $69 a month. How you gonna get another one without a bed? Come on, baby. This man need a TV for his bedroom. All he can afford is $59 a month. You know he got all them children. 73 inches, baby. Boss lady, this man needs air conditioning. It's hot on the street. And he only can pay $49 a month. I'll cool him down, baby. No money down, no credit check, all the time.
There you go. You got her summer teeth in. Oh, as you can see, my autoplay trying to play Cyke Labs Snoop Dogg. If you've never seen Jeter and Juice, I wasn't planning on playing it today, but if you've never seen Cyke's musical Bob Levy kind of face swaps, you got to check out Jeter and Juice by going to CYKE Cyke Labs right here on YouTube. But we're featuring the cool commercials from Cyke Labs from back in the day. And I know that this is a favorite. This is like a greatest hits kind of a favorite. I know Space Chief 75 and many others like this guy. So let's check in with Basil today through the twisted mind of Cyke Labs. It's Basil Bob Levy Marceau right here on Cyke Labs content segment.
All right, well, all this week, Channel 4 is working for you to help you make a choice in the governor's primary race.
As part of that commitment, we have given all 5 candidates from the 2 major parties time during our news to let you know where they stand in their own words about the topics of their choosing.
That's right, and the order was chosen by random drawing tonight. We hear from Basil Marceau.
I'm BasilMarceau.com, your Republican candidate for governor. I'd like to recall all permits and registration for guns. Everyone can carry guns. If you kill someone, no, you get murdered. I mean, you go to jail. And I like to put plant grass or vegetation across the state where honey bake them up and sell it for gas, so we can use it for our expenses. Also, I'm gonna remove all gold fringe flags from the state and fly the real flag with 3 stripes. I also want to stop traffic stops, set it up like the Springport rule in Noel versus Iowa. You can't find him in the car, you can't look. I want you all to vote for Basil Marceau. I want you to say the Pledge of Allegiance story public in the morning when you come out. And we all pray to God and say amen.
Oh, God.
And everyone have a nice day. And I see you all at the polls. Thank you. Have a nice day.
There you go. I know that's a favorite of Space Chief 75. That's part of the motivation of playing. I know some of you like that too. Yeah, Basil Levy. Bobby Basil Levy right here. Levy Grande. Well, actually, shit, I just had that up. Let me see. I should have just, maybe I will play that other one. Let's see. All right. Well, let's go. Let's take a little commercial break right here. Another great another great commercial from the Twisted Mind of Cyke Labs. And Cyke, I saw what you said about slacking, bro. You are in no way slacking, my friend. You are living it. You're killing it. You're doing it. You're on all ends, man. You help me. You help Bob. You're in the middle of living life with Ding Dong and getting a house, man. You're killing it, man. Don't ever think you're not killing it. He says, sorry, I've been slacking, B. I've been working on 2 bigger things while being sick as fuck. I'll get my stuff together this week. You're all good in the hood, man. You do so much stuff, man. I think we brush past it too quickly. So I like us slowing our roll. And let's go back and let's really enjoy some of the great stuff that you've already put out there. Here's a little commercial message from the Twisted Mind of Cyke Labs. Here's a little lawyer, Bob.
Do you need your voice to be heard? Do you want justice to be served? You deserve a lawyer who takes your case seriously. And I'm serious when I say I won't back off until you get what's rightfully yours. Hi, I'm Campbell Alexander, and I'll fight for you.
When my father passed away, there was a big dispute over the will. I was left out in the cold. I really needed the money. Campbell Alexander helped get me the money I deserve. And now, I'm living the life I always dreamed of.
I gotta be honest with you. Over the years, I've helped thousands of clients win their cases. Not hundreds, thousands. That takes experience. Serious experience.
I was injured on the job. Can you get me a fast cash settlement?
Yes, I can.
I don't want to be deported. Can you help me to get my green card?
See, yo puedo.
I'm a victim of medical malpractice. Do I have a case?
Do I have a pen? Yes, I do. I'm Campbell Alexander, and I won't stand for injustice.
He's very thorough, very efficient, and he gets the job done.
Every human being on God's green earth has rights. You have rights. Serious rights. When the law puts up a fight, I fight for you.
Gracias, Campbell Alexander.
You things are looking down. Look me up. I'll go to great heights to get what you deserve. I'm Campbell Alexander, and I'll fight for you. Seriously.
Seriously, he will fight for you. And we will fight for your right to watch Cyke Labs content right here on BF Live. All right, let's get on to the next one. But the Tits McGee says, I like turtles. Let's see. I do too. Let me see right here. I like it right here.
I like turtles.
There you go. But I know you're calling out a request. Let me see if I can find that one for you right here. I bet I could. Let's do a little request. You know, I'm a little sucker. I'll do requests. Let me see. Where is I like turtles? Turtles. I bet I can find it like this. You type in TURTL. There we go, right here. And that's how you find stuff. Here we go. All right, here we go. Here's a call. They called out. I'm doing requests right here on Cyke Labs. This is a Cyke Lab call out request for Tits McGee, defender of multiple birthdays. Here you go. It's what you wanted. It's what you need.
Back here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend, the zombie, Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right. You're great, zombie. Good times here at the Waterfront Village.
I like turtles, and we love Bob Levy. Checking in. Hey, folks, I want to share something with you going on in the chat because I got my bots working again, and I'm going to do a little shameless plug for myself. Shameless self-promotion. I'm going to let you know that Nightbot is running my TeePublic merch store, and I'm going to present to you right now that I got some new products in there, folks. Look at this, the new BF Live, the Vibe logo. Shirts are on sale right now on the TeePublic store, usually $23. They are $16, folks, so you can get BF Live, the Vibe. You can get that on hats. It looks really cool on the coffee mug and the portable the drinking mug. You can get it on all kind of stuff. Check out my TeePublic store by clicking on the link right there, folks. And let me see if I go back one more. I can show you. I also have this going on. The BF Live that's at the top corner of the screen. The Vibe logo in red. You can get it put on any color shirt. You can get it put on hats. You can get it put on anything you want. You click on that link right there. Shameless self-promotion time right there, little for BF Live. I'm happy to have my links working. Pecan says, you're welcome is pretty much the same. All right. Yeah, stop that shit, Cyke. Stop that shit, Cyke. You're amazing. Cyke is better than Snoop Bacon. I don't know. The jury's still out on that one. I need that Snoop Bacon. Nightbot is letting you know that 100 Proof Podcasting is the channel where Replayables is, which we'll be doing tomorrow night, probably 10 o'clock East. Tomorrow, Thursday, we drink, smoke, laugh, and joke, and we have a lot of fun doing it. Sorry, Testicle Tiger. Nightbot is letting you know about Scott Fitzpatrick. Seriously, he'll take care of you seriously. Turkey Threads link is running. That's if you want some stuff from our boy Bob Levy. If you want some Levy-verse, Levy horse merch, you click on that link right there and go over to Turkey Threads Levy-verse merch. Cyke, could you face swap Jeaner in for that chick? Let's see. I'm trying, Testicle Tiger. This new Bob show is taking so much time to watch through shows from 8 months ago. Testicle Tiger says, not your fault, my love. I'm just about good vibe and about the vibes. And the vibes weren't kosher on Facebook anymore. There you go. They know how to find you. If Bob was a lawyer, he'd really be this guy. You think so? What do you think about that, Bob? I didn't say it. Space Chief said it. On Esther's having fun with the Cyke emojis. Space Nerd is checking in right here and saying, Cyke Ding, you and Ding have cool things coming up. I pleads the fifth. I pleads the fifth. Says Mandy Diff. Bob Zombie is hilarious. He likes turtles. He loves turtles. Space Nerd's laughing. Mandy Diff's laughing. It's short and sweet and makes me laugh so much, says Space Nerd. That's cool. Oh, shit, I'm getting one, says Aunt Esther. That is so affordable. Only to get one. You're having fun over there. All right, let's continue on. Oh, there you go. That's so affordable. Well, thank you very much. The sale's going on, so please take advantage of that. Anyone who's interested in that, I'm so happy to have all the links running right here. All right, so let's see. We're in the middle of Cyke Labs content segment. We were doing commercials. So let me go over here back to my commercials, and let's see. Ooh, we did that one. How about if I just end with this one? Because this is the newest and the latest one from Cyke Labs. And it also, there it is right here. All right. This is one that Cyke told me that I should premiere yesterday. And this involves the whole goings on with Joey C and everything. So Cyke is obviously involved with helping produce for Levyverse. He's great making for content for both of us. And he was probably going to be involved on some level of trying to get this whole Joey C fundraiser to happen. But when it never happened, that didn't stop Cyke Clyde from going to work. This is Joey C's fundraiser, the one that never happened, from the twisted mind of Cyke Labs. Whoa, look behind me. Look at that gigantic foot.
Hey there, friends, in the shit with Dave and Joey C. These wheels, let's make it clear.
It looks like it's going to explode.
We can't walk far, or do the spray some pumps that happen here. Donate now, let's get him that car. Help Joey C, he's a superstar. Call 1-800-BOBBY, Anchor Bar. Joey needs a car. Join his friends, let's lend a hand. Joey sees the dreams, and we need a plan. With gouty feet, can't go to fall. Let's make a change and raise the bar. Donate today, help him drive away.
Donate today, help him drive away.
Call 1-800-BOB, don't delay. Help Joey see hip hip brain.
And there you go, once again. Oh, look, it's starting to play my sax squatch. Uh-oh. Well, if it's sax squatch, that can only mean one thing, folks, that we are halfway through this 3-hour live episode of BF Live, The Vibe 203. So we're about to take the BF Live piss break, which is halfway through the show. And on the other side, we'll get into a little history. We'll do Just for the Ladies. I even have Arnold Schwarzenegger singing some hit songs. A lot of other fun we can do. This is BF Live, The Vibe. Look at that. There you go. So let's do it. All right, folks. I can't pass up a good opportunity to play a little sax squatch on here. Pecan says, Squatch is my hero. Space Nerd says, I think I'm going to see him in April in Seattle. LJ Lowe says, I've been showing sax squatch to people at work. Isn't it a fun vibe? I just showed it to my wife last night because I will literally let it play in the background. Last night, I just let his mix play, and it started off with Jingle Bells, just some smooth jazz. He does Police. He does Every Breath You Take. He does all kind of different songs. It's a White Boy Dance Club. Oh, let's go JFK, song. He is a legend, LJ. Testicle Tiger says, I'm thinking about seeing Squatch in San Francisco. Well, I intend to see him when he comes my way. Matter of fact, I already have the tickets. And you know what? Too bad we can't all go together. That would be a lot of fun. But what we can do, since we're chat family and we come and create a vibe and share a vibe, is we can picture it didn't happen. We can come back with pics and stories, and we can share them right here with a chat family that we have here creating the vibe. So let's continue the vibe, folks. But first, it is halfway through this episode of BF Live, the Vibe Stream Show 203. At this time, I like to take a little pause for the cause, take a little piss break. It's about 2.5 minutes, folks. So this is what we do. You grab a drink, you grab a smoke, you grab whatever you need, grab a friend and tell them that no one has more fun in the afternoon than we do right here on the Vibe. We create a vibe. Tell them to come and be a part of the vibe. And when we come back on the other side of the vibe, like I said, we're going to get into, I'm going to do like a little bit of This Is Your History, because I don't always do that. We'll probably get into Just for the Ladies. I have Arnold Sings the Hits. I got Internet Shite. I got Terry Nee Knowledge Break. I got all kind of fun. This is my show. This is your show. This is our show. This is BF Live, the Vibe. I'll see you in 2.5 minutes on the other side with a whole lot more fun, folks, right after this piss break.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah, think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
I'm back from pee-pee touching to create some more vibes with you with the second half of BF Live, the Vibe. My stream show, your stream show, our stream show. It's a vibe, folks. Thanks for being here and helping contribute to it. You're going to see him. I'll be seeing him in Colorado Springs when he comes out this way, says LJ Lowe. I don't know, there's something just so instantly just likable about him. And when he talks between songs, he talks about positive vibes as well. So what's not to like about a positive vibe sax squatch who happens to play a great saxophone? Testicle Tiger, good idea, BF. Is he playing on your birthday, LJ Lowe? Ask Space Nerd. Testicle Tiger says, I know, nerd. I don't have anyone to go with. I tried to get my sister, but she wasn't feeling the vibes. It's a difficult thing. Like, because I haven't told my wife that I got the tickets yet, but I'm going to go see it because I just started explaining who he was last night to her. I think I will be road tripping this next year. Can't wait. LJ says, Space Nerd, no, he is playing on the 18th, so it's an early birthday present. All the bots are running and getting along so far. I know you touched your pee-pee. You know I did. I touched my weenie. Yeah, he touched his weenie. All right, folks. Well, like I said, this is BF Live, the vibe, and I found something that really gave me a vibe, and I'm going to share it with you now because I might have to erase it after the show. I don't know, but I've never seen or heard anything like this. This is, let's just have some fun here. Let's play some music. It'll explain itself. This is Surf Skate Thrash. Let's see. Check this out. Let's jam right here. Let's set a vibe on BF Live. BF Live, it's a vibe. Some Chinese chick Metallica shit. I couldn't understand most of it. But it was a vibe, and I like good vibes, and I like sharing them with you. Heavy Metar says, oh, Heavy Metar. That's rock and roll. Space Nerd says, the Sack Squatch merch is rad. I haven't looked at Sack Squatch merch, but I hope you look at some BF Live merch while you're doing that. Space Nerd is laughing at LJ Low. There you go. Now we're setting a vibe right here on BF Live. Let's keep having fun, folks. This is only a segment I do occasionally. There's a couple things on the list that we might look into, and I need some things to do. So let's do this. This is your history.
And now, BF Live presents This is Your History.
That's right, folks. Every now and then, I used to do this kind of on the daily and all, but ever since I've worked some other things in, I don't want to do this on a daily, but we'll check some of these. This is your history. So let's see what happened on this day in history. Because I always like to say, if you're not careful, you just may learn something for you're done on a BF Live episode. Today is December 11th. I'll remind you again, there's a couple birthdays of note on this day. In 1943, Senator John Kerry was born, and he was Secretary of State as well. Let's see. That was the only birth date of note. I wanted to note that Indian sitarist Ravi Shankar, who was influential in stimulating Western appreciation of Indian music, died at the age of 92. I happened to see him. He came to our school and performed when I was a kid, and they had laid out some carpets for him, some Persian rugs, and he sat there, and we all sat like Indian style or whatever, or Indian style, not Indian style. I don't know what Indian style it was, but we sat crisscross, our legs crossed like Indian style, and we listened to that. He passed away on this day in 2012. Let's see. Also on this day, I want to acknowledge that American boxer Muhammad Ali fought his last professional bout on this very day in 1981 and losing to Trevor Berbick in a decision. Also, something on history that happened on this day is in 1978, nearly $6 million in cash and jewels were stolen from the air cargo building of the German airline Lufthansa at the JFK International Airport in New York City. At the time, the Lufthansa heist, it became known as, was the largest ever cash theft in the United States of America. Did you see that?
I see nothing. I know nothing.
Also on this date, which happens to be December 11th, in 1972, Apollo 17 astronauts Eugene Cernan and Harrison Schmitt became the last humans to walk on the moon. So there you go. There's just a couple history items I kind of wanted to touch on this day. Haven't done a little history in a while, but we'll check back on that every now and then as we need to. But this is your history.
And now, BF Live presents This is Your History.
Yeah, we're having it and we're doing it, folks. Let's see. What do we got here? We have Sasquatch emerges cool. LJ Lowe, Spice Grills. No, if you want to be my lover, you got to get my friend. Friendship not forever. Nightbot decided to do their job today. Yeah, Nightbot. I got Testicle Tiger. I'm Testicle Tiger. I have Nightbot and I have Stream Elements Bot kind of making each other jealous and helping each other along today. Space Nerd is laughing, which is good. LOL to JFK Head Chunk. Testicle Tiger says, that's an awesome story, BF. You're lucky you got to experience that. Hell to the year. Goodfella says, P cunt. I like this segment, BF Live the Vibe. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Yes, I love history. Before the internet, I got daily history texts from the History Channel. There's no place in the middle, unfortunately, Testicle Tiger, for us to meet to watch Sasquatch. I saw you guys talking about that in the chat. Well, there you go. There's just a little touch on history right here. All right, well, why don't we do this? I think I've teased them long enough, folks. So hang on tight. Maybe it's a little earlier in the show than I've been able to get to this segment. But it is time to acknowledge the ladies, the great ladies that are part of the BF Live vibe for this segment that is just for them. It's just for the ladies.
Slow down and real. Let's take it nice and easy. Bring in all the heat. Making hearts go crazy. You know what they crave in every single frame. Just for the ladies, we're playing this game. The Cyke stuff needs to be shorter so we see more juicy memory just for you and me. BF likes it more than anyone else. He's loving every second, everything he melts. Ladies gather around, the show's just begun. So for you, we're having our fun.
That's right, folks. It is time for the ladies. As always, sponsored by Granny's Gulag. That's right, Granny's Gulag, the famous show right here on YouTube. You can see it at Granny Loves Anal. Instead of use an I, where you would use the L for anal. Granny Loves Anal, right here on YouTube. The Granny's Gulag is the official sponsor of this segment, just for the ladies, which is not for me, and it's not for you. It's just for the ladies. Heterosexual male, piss break time. I do see my heterosexual demographic. It kind of slides a little bit, but there's also guys like peeking one eye in their phone, so I can tell what you guys are doing. Let's see. Wish I could drive it. They're talking about trying to get together. That would be awesome. Let's see. Can't go in. Mop bucket time, says LJ Lowe. Checking in. You're not wrong about that, brother. You're not wrong about that at all. Oh, I can hear it. You hear that? Fuck yeah, says Space Nerd. She's ready. Clean up on Nerd Aisle 3. All right. Let's do it and get into it. Let's see. That'll be amazing. Portland is doable, says Testicle Tiger. Well, while you plan where you might meet up in the middle or the end of the country, here, let me show you some of your content that was by the ladies, just for the ladies, produced. This is all not for me, and it's not for you. This is just for the ladies. Here you go, ladies. Here's your first piece of content. BF, copyright music. You're going to have to race this after the show, BF. Can't play copyright music, BF. I want to fuck you like an animal. Yeah, that's the name of it. Yeah, penetrate. Yeah. There you go. All right, there's your first piece of man meat. Since I'm not enough, and the guys that are here normally aren't enough, there you go. Here's some more man meat for you. Oh, he's strong and stuff. Yeah. Oh, I can do that on the moon, says JFK Head Chunk. That song is a whole mood, says Testicle Tiger. Yeah, especially if you're doing it. Yeah. Yeah. I want to fuck you like an animal. I want to feel you from the inside. That's about accurate. That's the most accurate sex song you could hear. Well, here you go, ladies. Here's another piece of content that's not for me, and it's not for the guys. It's just for the ladies. This guy again. You keep sending me the same ones. Yeah. My robots are questioning my sexuality there, P-cunt. He says this is Stream Elements and Night.
Good morning, beautiful. Have a crispy day.
A crispy day. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? A crispy day. Well, there you go, ladies. Holy moly, there you go. There you go. That wasn't all different, BF. Are these? Oh, they are different. Sure, they are. Right. Okay. You send these to me. I'm like, this is that same guy again. Just throwing his bulge out for the world to see. Well, there you go. Well, I guess that's part of the reason why we're here. And I shouldn't complain because this really isn't for me. This is just for the ladies. So this is what I show for them. It's provided by them. It's produced by them. It's for them. Good morning, sir. How you doing? That's waking up. Best part of waking up is erect penis in your cup, apparently. All right, Testicle Tiger. Well, let me know what you think about this one. Here we go. It's over there, space nerd. I can't well blame her for liking this segment because it is for the ladies. It's just for the ladies. So that's what it's all about. This is a vibe. Everybody gets a vibe right here on BF Live. Hey, I don't know. What do you guys think that, the styles are always changing, like what they expect, like heterosexual men to wear anymore? You guys, what do you ladies think about these shorts? You think guys should wear these shorts? What do you think? These shorts are definitely just who the fuck would wear these? Who the hell would say, where do I put my order in? This is like the old Sears catalog, right? I don't know what ladies did with the old Sears catalog, but I know what most boys did with that old Sears catalog. Let's see, but you want these? Should I order a couple of pairs? There's like, no. Should heterosexual, it's like a jockey cover-up short. Look, I got two no's from the ladies. I got the nose coming in. Look, like, no. You don't think men should wear it? You don't think I should get these? You don't think the wife would like it? No? All right. Well, I forgot to check with the ladies because I don't know. That's why I got to check with my ladies. All right. Well, let me show another clip I got for you. All right. Here you go. Here's another piece of content. This ain't really for me. You guys know the deal. Thank you very much for the nose. Men should not wear lingerie. There you go. See, that's what I like to see. I like to know that there's still real women out there that ain't falling for all this fucking metrosexual, let's dress half like women bullshit. My favorite is boxer briefs. All right, says the nerd. Yeah. All right. Well, here we go. Here's another piece for you of content that's just for the ladies, for your segment right here on the Vibe BF Live. Here you go. What do you think about this one, ladies? BF. Playing top 5 music. Sexy. Oh my God. The ladies are getting moist in the chat. I can hear it. There you go. That's quite enough of that one. All right, we're having a little fun here on BF Live today. Let's see. What am I saying? We have fun every day here on BF Live, but we're having a particular kind of fun today. As I've stolen looking for a video, so I can get the proper name of it. Let's see. I got another one I'm going to share with you right here real quick. As we're in the middle of just for the ladies, this content is not for me, and it's not for you heterosexual guys. It's just for the ladies. You like that one, Pecan? They should be moist. Hold me back, Pecan. And now it's time for a Terry knowledge break. Just for the ladies. I hope I picked the right one. There you have it. That's a Terry Knee joint right there. That's from the Twisted Mind of Terry Knee. All right, let's see what else we have here. I think I got one more for you. Since you ladies, whoa, wait a minute. I don't know. You ladies give me this stuff. I didn't even put this stuff in here. So here's another piece for you. Well, actually, let me do this. Let me do this one right here. Here we go. I'll play one more piece for you, ladies, and we got to get on with stuff. All right, enough of this. Enough of this metrosexual bullshit. Here we go. All right, here we go. Just for the ladies, right here on BF Live. Welcome to the 25 they're in here. We're having fun right here in the midday, folks. We're going to be in now at least till the 3 o'clock hour. We're on the East Coast, so there's another hour of fun to be had. We're in the middle of just for the ladies content. Stuff that's not for me, and it's not for the guys. It's just for the ladies.
That I quite literally am all of that. I'm crazy, I'm brilliant, I'm anointed, I'm surviving, I'm strong, I'm weak, I'm smart, I do dumb stuff. I'm literally all of that. You think you are that? I quite literally am all of that. I'm crazy, I'm brilliant, I'm anointed, I'm surviving, I'm strong, I'm weak, I'm smart, I do dumb stuff. I'm literally all of that. You think you are that?
There you go, folks. That's quite enough of that. Space Nerd says, you can blame me, Stacy, and Aunt Esther. And Aunt Esther, do you send stuff in? Well, if any of the ladies want to submit anything, like Space Nerd says, and Stacy does, you can do it by going to my email, bflive420, bro. It's very easy to remember, right? bflive420@gmail.com. And you can submit stuff there just like the ladies do, and I'll make it part of your segment. That isn't for me, and it's not for the guys. That was just for the ladies.
Slow down, never real. Let's take it nice and easy. Bringing all the heat, making hearts go crazy. You know what they crave in every single frame. Just for the ladies, we're playing this game. The Cyke stuff needs to be shorter, so we see more juicy mammy just for you and me. BF likes it more than anyone else. He's loving every second, everything he melts. Ladies gather around, the show's just begun. So for you, we're having our fun.
There you go, folks. BF Live is the vibe. BF Live, the vibe. Stream show 203 is what you're watching and or listening to. Could you hook a brother up with a free like, share, or subscribe wherever you happen to be watching today? You might be watching on my YouTube today, BF Live The Vibe on YouTube, or BF Live The Vibe on Rumble today. My Facebook had some technical difficulties earlier, and I was told that I should leave that, so that feed's not running today, but you could do that on another day, folks. I hope you're having fun as we make our way up to finishing 2 hours of what I like to bring to you, 3 hours of live original content I attempt to bring to you every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 3-ish, and that's where we're at, folks. But we're getting in, I always say it all the time, man. It is December, folks. It seems like it was just the other day we were talking about Thanksgiving and how we were feeding up and eating too much leftover turkey and all that stuff. And now it's the 11th of December. I only have a couple few gifts for my significant other. I don't know what you have, but maybe get your gifts going, but we're heading into the holidays. But in other parts of the world, they celebrate the holidays in a different way. Let's check out how they celebrate Krampus with a Krampus parade over in Norway. Let's see how other parts of the world kind of share when the seasons are changing. Check this out. This is like Santa at the mall. Ho, ho, ho. What the fuck is this? This looks like a Killer Ants war concert or something. I'll play saxophone. Krampus is my favorite, Howard. I love Krampus, Howard. There you go. How about that shit for your ass right there? That's how they celebrate. They're like no Santa Claus shit over here. We do Krampus for your Ampus. They need to send things to BF. There we go. We should time our segments, Cyke. Really? The Cyke said the stuff needs to be longer. Testicle, Space Nerd says, Testicle Tiger, since I started sending things to BF, I got a lot of juicy man meat in my Instagram feed. And I do not, and that's why I suggest and recommend, and this bet only happens, that segment only happens because of the contributions of Space Nerd, Stacy Allen, and others. So thank you. This is your show, so I make it what you want it to be. There you go. I don't watch a lot of stuff, but I appreciate my ladies hooking me up. Thank you, BF Live. You're welcome, nerd. You know I love you guys. This is a lot of fun what we get into every day. Krampus is fun. They all play saxophones. That's JFK Headchunk. That was a great pool there, buddy. Krampus. Krampus is my, hey, Howard. Krampus is my favorite. Pecan says, that's cool AF, which means as fuck. Space Nerd says, I would die in your arms tonight. JFK Headchunk says, Space Nerd. Terry Nee says, Krampus kept kids polite and near the house. Yeah, that's right. Like, I'll send you out there that Krampus parade. You keep acting a fool. There you go. That'll calm them down. As they should, Terry. Didn't Richard go to see the Krampus Festival? Well, I think that's what our friend, Matt was referring to. Krampus is my favorite. I went to the Krampus Festival, Howard. It was awesome. Didn't Richard go to Krampus? If anyone went to Krampus, Richard Christie would be the one to go to Krampus, folks. All right, well, look, I spoiled you ladies. It is 2 o'clock. We got an hour to go, folks, but I still got a sheet full of stuff written down here. Why do you say we get into this a little bit? Let's get some Arnold singing the hits. Arnold Schwarzenegger sings the hits. Get to the choppers. Let's do some Arnold singing the hits. I got a couple tracks with Arnold Schwarzenegger singing the song, so where did I put that little banner of mine? Whoa, 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 sweet banner of mine. Here we go. Arnold sings the hits right here on BF Live. I have a couple selections of Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, he was the famous actor. He was governor of California. But did you know that Arnold sings the hits as well? Well, he does right here on BF Live, The Vibe. I bring them to you right now. Here we go. This is Arnold sings the hits on BF Live, The Vibe. Let's go. Oh, if I unmute it, let me refresh it and unmute it. And that will work. Yes, look at this. There's a little face swap action involved in this too, folks. Who else shows you Arnold singing the hits right other than we do right here on BF Live? This is fantastic, said Testicle Tiger. Brian Kowalczyk checks in. My bro checks in the afternoon. How you doing, Brian Kowalczyk? I mean, you just missed Just for the Lady, so sorry, man. I can go back and repeat it for you. What do you think? I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Matt is having fun with the emojis right there. Let's see. There's a Nightbot running. That's effing hilarious, says Pecan. Hoya to Brian Kowalczyk checking in from Space Nerd. Bones up to the Nightbot from Matt. Funky Broncos says Space Nerd. LOL. I saw you enjoying the Sandusky Network last night. Aunt Esther says hello to Brian Kowalczyk with a Hoya. And Brian was at meetings all day, bro. Well, we got you now. Come on, man. You're out of them meetings. Get out of those meetings and into my car. You are here just in time for Arnold Sings the Hits. Brian Kowalczyk, that's what you stepped in for, buddy. So let's do this. This is Arnold Sings the Hits. Let's see. I got another hit for you. Is that the? I thought I put these in order. Let me make sure I got them in the proper order. Yeah, I guess that'll work. Yes, this order will work. Okay, here we go. Here's my second selection in Arnold Sings the Hits. A little thing I put together right here for BF Live, The Vibe. I hope this gives you a good vibe. Check this one out. This is Arnold in Harmony. Oh, if I unmute it, it would help a lot more to hear it better, wouldn't it? Let's see. Let me unmute it. Here we go. And I will always love you. tear to my eye.
will always love you. I will always love you. I will always love you. Will always love you. Always love you.
There you go, folks. Three-pot Arnold Hominy right there on BF Live. Pecans enjoying that. I'm glad you're liking that. Space Nerd says, Funky, did you know that LJ and BF are going to see Sasquatch? Testicle Tiger and I are talking about our options. Sounds like Chewbacca throwing up, says Aunt Esther. Total Recall version, says Space Nerd. Please stop loving me. Please. I want to play this for Perry. I think Perry, he couldn't sing it that good.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't think you could sing it as good as Arnold does, Perry. But you know how we'll find out, because we'll be tuning in tonight at 5 o'clock Pacific. That's 8 o'clock right here on the East Coast. It's going to be a special one tonight. Perry with Bob Levy, they're going to be doing a combined show together, and they're going to benefit Toys for Tots. It's awesome. It's just going to be an extra fun edge tonight, knowing that all the silliness that we're going to be contributing for tonight is going to go for Toys for Tots. It's going to go for a good cause. So don't miss out on that tonight, folks. PCL, Perry Caravella Live, Wednesday night show. He and Bob together, a special Toys for Tots benefit stream. And they're going to tell you how you can give directly to the Stream Elements links that doesn't take the 30% that YouTube does. Anything that you do super chat, if you do choose to super chat, will go to Bob and Perry. But if you want specifically to give the Toys for Tots, they'll let you know how to do that tonight. All right, folks, I got one more selection for you in this Arnold Sings the Hits, and it's only fair. And we are at the kind of the end of the road of this segment at least, but don't go away because we're going to stay here till the 3 o'clock hour on the East Coast. But it's only fair that I kind of pull the curtain back a little bit and show this guy online. He goes by Geek Fire Inc. on Instagram, and he is the voice that really does this great Arnold impression. So he's going to bless you with some song stylings. This is a little pulling the curtain back. This is Arnold Sings Boys to Men. It's the end of the road, folks. Here we go.
Girl, I'm here for you.
Look at this epic mustache he's got too.
All those times at night when you just hurt me and just ran out with that other fella. Baby, I knew about it. I just didn't care. You just don't understand how much I love you, do you? I'm here for you. I'm not out to go out and cheat all night, just like you did, baby, but that's alright. I love you anyway. And I'm still gonna be here for you till my dying day, baby. Right now, I'm just in so much pain,
We're at the end of the road a little bit, folks.
Come back to me.
But don't go away.
Just come back to me.
Maybe we'll check it on Perry.
Yes, baby, my heart is lonely. My heart hurts, baby. Yes, I feel pain too. Baby, please. This time instead, just come to my bed. And baby, just don't let me down. To the end of the road. The bridge is out. Still I can't. The bridge is out, baby. To go. I don't know what to do about the bridge. It's unnatural. It's out. You belong to me. I belong to you. Daddy's got you. Put those cookies down. To the end. Put those cookies down right now. Still I can't.
I'll be back.
It's unnatural.
There you go, folks. It was only fair that I pulled the curtain back. That guy, once again, goes by Geek Fire Inc. He does those great Arnold things that I just played for you now in this little segment I called Arnold Sings the Hits. I hope you enjoyed that kind of selection I put together. I see people jumping in the chats. Let's see. Testicle Tiger says, I'd explain it, but Tom will better later on tonight. Yeah, and I kind of touched on it a little bit, Testicle Tiger, just letting people know that there will be different levels and ways that you can give. And I'm looking forward to the shirt, Testicle Tiger. I got my money and my PayPal. I'm ready to go. All I need is the link, and I'm ready to buy whatever commemorative Toys for Tots shirt that they're going to put up tonight or at some point. Matt says, I miss being able to TTS chat Perry. Fuck you, Perry. His reaction to that simple chat was always hilarious, says Matt. Stacey Allen sneaks in here, and I'm sorry to say that you missed Just for the Ladies today, unless you watched it quietly and you just weren't checking in. But we already did your segment Just for the Ladies, but you can see it on the rerun. Stacey Allen says, my friend's overly affectionate, in quotes, dad has the same stash. Creep. Freaking creep. Well, let's give it to her. Come on.
She's my cherry pie. I can't really sing this song.
How you doing on a Wednesday, Stacey Allen? LJ Lowe checks in and says, his mustache looks like an alcoholic. Yeah, it looks like it has its own license and its own personality and everything. That's an epic mustache. Funky Bronco says LJ Lowe, laughing LOL. On Esther says Stacey Allen, Hoya. Brian Kowalczyk says, for the ladies pregame. I don't know. Now we already did it. We did it like right at the, basically, just as the 2 o'clock hour was approaching. Damn it, I'll rewind. I'm going to have to turn off rewind. Testicle Tiger says, Matt, I did a fuck you Perry once, and he got so mad that it was great.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, they kind of like getting you. Granny checks in. What's up, brother? Well, I'm done with work. Just shit my pants. Oh, almost shit my pants. Granny, what did you do? What did you do, bro? You got that beer imbalance going on there, buddy? Because I know you get them beer shit sometimes. How's my friend, the hardworking Granny, doing checking in today? Testicle Tiger says, you can still do TTS like that, but the fuck you Perry kind of died out, says Testicle Tiger. Wednesday sucks, says Stacey Allen. It's must be not a great day for her to be involved in the live chat on BF Live, but we're glad you're here now. Matt says, Testicle Tiger it's such a chat to get him going. Testicle Tiger says, I'll send one tonight, and you'll see. And you'll have to tune in tonight for a little Perry to see how that goes. LJ Lowe says, I think I know the new song that karaoke guy could nail. Really? I'd have to see. Maybe I can find it, because that dude has a lot more songs. I could probably play a lot more next time I do karaoke. Granny Hoya from On Esther. There's the Durkee Threads bot running. And Granny, I can relate. I shitted myself a few days ago. It sucked. What is it with all you people? Well, you guys that can't hold your bowels, you seem to have that same thing in common, is that you likes the beer. So I think you got them beer shits, boys. You got them beer farts. Well, we've talked about it a little bit. We've talked around it. It's 11 minutes after 2 o'clock where I'm at. Why don't we get into, I'll go to Twitter X tonight, and we'll get a little excited about the Perry show that's going to come on tonight, featuring Bob and Perry. Let's do a little Perry talk.
Perry talk. Perry talk, talk, Perry talk. Talk. Perry talk, Perry talk.
No, just a little Perry talk today, because let's see, what's today? Wednesday. They did a show on Monday. We kind of did a little Perry talk, but let's do some today. So we're trying to hook up Perry. We're trying to convince him, because he, Perry is he plays out of his league. He thinks that these women that he would like Gina Carano and all these star ladies, he thinks they're attainable to him. But we're trying to give Perry some realistic expectations. Say, look, Perry, you're never going to be able to nail one of those celebrity girls down. Perhaps a homeless hottie would do the trick. Maybe a homeless. So look, there's a homeless hottie right here. We're trying to convince Perry. Wouldn't you like a home? Look, she's hot.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, come on, man. You're not fucking anybody. It says, would you pay her rent? Swipe across. A homeless woman refuses to pay rent because she's so hot. There you go, Perry. There's a perfect example right here about a homeless hottie. It could be just the thing you need. I'm watching For the Ladies and almost chatted my comments. That would have been awkward. Perry farts and shits himself.
Shut the fuck up.
Testicle Tiger watches a lot. She would probably know. Let's get on with this. But there you go. We're trying to convince him that homeless hotties is a thing, and it would be a way to go. But once again, he keeps his expectations are way too high. All right, let's talk to this. Watch this little video. This is called The Bag Boy and the Bad Boy of Lucky's. Here we go on Perry Talk.
I was the Albertsons meat man. I'm here to talk about something that happened a very long time ago. There was a bag boy there, I remember. He used to jump out of the shadows, grab my crotch, and scream, "Bag boy." He was always hiding in the men's room or the walk-in refrigerator. He really hated work. He got me alone in that refrigerator, picked me up off my feet, and stuck his crazy head under my apron. I still wake up screaming most nights.
That is not him in any way, shape, or form. No way in hell
is that him. No way in hell is that him. That's actually him. Yeah, sure. Bullshit. Oh, Christ almighty. Help me, help me, help me.
I was the Albert.
There you go. That's the Albertsons meat guy that Perry famously made advances on when he was working back at Albertsons back in the day. The famous Albertsons meat guy. Testicle Tiger says, no, he does not drink. It's poison. Well, it's funny. I don't know if I got the context right, but you're talking about alcohol. That's why I thought it was so funny, Testicle Tiger, when Gina is there, the lovely Gina Levy visits, and within minutes, he's breaking out the Sam Adams Oktoberfest, trying to loosen her up, right? When do you ever see Perry talk about alcohol or drink alcohol at all, right? Except for when he has a lady he's trying to lubricate. Recovering crack addict, though, used to suck on the glass dick with the Balloon Boy's dad. That's right, that Richard Heaney guy, the Balloon Boy's father. Yes, Perry famously knew him and smoked crack with him back in the day. How all these worlds are connected is so freaking wild. That Perry would know Balloon Boy, be Balloon Boy's dad's friend. Let's see. Yep, trying to get her drunk. Exactly, Testicle Tiger. And I said that to her the other day when the lovely Gina Levy joined me here on BF Live. What? You say you didn't know that Gina Levy was my guest on BF Live The Vibe? Well, she was on last Friday, so you got to check out Stream Show 200 for the lovely Gina Levy. Yes, unfortunately, you did miss the National Day calendar and my cool music there, Funky Bronco. All right. Yeah, trying to get her drunk and loosen her up. Let's stay with the Perry talk right now that we were doing, though, because it is, I'm very excited about the Toys for Tot stream tonight. I don't know. I've always admired Toys for Tot as an organization. We have given many good unwrapped gifts to benefit Toys for Tots. So I'm interested in giving this way tonight and having these two worlds combined, Perry and the giving for Toys for Tots. It's going to be a great night tonight. And let's see, we've talked about Perry's temper all the time, right? He's a hothead Italian. Some people say he's a hot-headed Albanian. But look, here's another hot-headed Italian. Look at this. This is actual photo of Luigi Mangione. He is the guy that famously now has been charged with the murder of the United Healthcare CEO. This guy right here, this hot-headed Italian. Perry, I don't know, you hot-headed Italians are all the same.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, look, he admired you, bro. Look at this. So, yes, this is the guy that killed the CEO of United Healthcare, allegedly. He's been charged with it. Of course, he is a big fan of Perry and all his rage. And we try to tell Perry that violence is never the answer, Perry. Violence is never the answer. Can't scrub his address, though. Don't post it. All right. There was a video of Don. There's a video Don took of Perry smoking crack, but that video has been scrubbed. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. That should be. Can't scrub his address, though, so don't post it. I don't approve of his actions, but appreciate his cause. Ooh, damn. Space Nerd, if you're talking about this this guy, I don't know I don't know. I guess it's just the David and Goliath thing, like he took down a corporate guy or something, but so many people are like defending this guy or on his side, fascinated with this guy. Some of the ladies think that they can kind of convert him. They think they can fix him. I will try to fix you or fuck you. But there you go. So it's a weird phenomenon going on. Like they're almost cheering this guy on, and I really don't understand. I don't understand what, I mean, this guy wasn't vilified enough other than being the executive of a healthcare company. We didn't know much about this guy's past that I'm like, oh yeah, he got what's coming to him, but very weird. Hot-headed Italians, violence is never the answer, I will say. He's not wrong about the healthcare industry. I think I can fix Perry. Yeah, I saw him the other night saying, why don't you just come over to my place, baby? Why don't you just come over? Kidding, he's helpless. A good cause or not, the guy is a twat. I like the way you rhyme there, LJ Low. So yeah, people, I'm just surprised that how, like, because what I'm understanding is that they're saying even the McDonald's that he was caught in, the employee that reported him, they are giving 0 or 1 star ratings to the fucking McDonald's that the guy that called the cops in on. So that's how much on the side some people are out there for this guy, supporting this guy. Murder isn't the answer. We always try to tell that to Perry, right? Murder and beating up Tony Hawk is not the answer.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you attacked Tony Hawk first. All right, let's continue on with some other stuff. You got to avoid those hot-headed Italians. Just watch them on TV. Don't try to interact with them in person. All right. They did a premiere last night. They have some clips. Tom put together a clip package of all Sam's like greatest moments when Sam visited the other night, and Perry tried to get his American YouTube back from him. And there's a tweet sharing some out of the coffin. And here it is tonight, folks. Advertising for everyone. Join Perry and Bob tonight for the most wonderful stream of the year. The majority of all tip comments will go to Toys for Tots USA. If you tip through YouTube, those will not go to Toys for Tots. The stream starts at 5 p.m. Pacific tonight, folks. So there you go. That's kind of like I was saying. But if you don't want the 30% taken off the top and you want to give another way, there will be some Stream Labs links and Stream Elements links, and they don't take as high a percentage. So I think they're going to direct you to those folks so the maximum amount of dollars can go to this great charity. So we're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to give charity tonight on the Toy Stream, the Toys for Tots stream on Perry Caravello Live. All right, this is when Sam was trying to mess with his CDs the other day. Let's watch this little video. The CD scream spree.
Sam must know something.
You're not touching my goddamn CD! Get your fucking hands off of my music! How fucking dare you! No fucking way! Get the fuck out of my house! No, there's a reason. No, you're not touching my music! Sit down! Sit the fuck down or I get your ass out of here!
Hey.
God damn it!
The guy's trying to help us.
All the CDs gotta go. No! Fucking way! We're gonna go. And my music going anywhere! My music stays here! It stays with me! This is my house! My music collection! Stop fucking with me! God motherfucker! Sit your goddamn ass down, you motherfucker! Sit down and shut up! God damn it! Why are you grabbing my stuff? I said sit down! Leave my music alone! Sit your ass down, God damn it! Sit your fucking ass down!
CDs. Why are you trying?
Stop touching my shit!
Can we make an agreement, Perry, that maybe you'll consider you listening to YouTube music?
In the future, not now! God damn you people!
There you go. Sam made quite the impact when he was there the other night. Sam found many ways to get under Perry's skin, going into the bathroom and locking himself in, messing with his entertainment center. And there you go, folks. We're at the top of the Twitter X for Perry Caravello Live. You got to join us tonight. It's going to be double the fun because it's going to be giving to charity tonight. So it's going to make you feel extra special about watching Perry Caravello Live tonight at 5 Pacific, 8 o'clock East. Folks, that was Perry Talk. Hell to the yeah. This is what we do. This is BF Live. This is a vibe. It's the Vibe Stream Show 203 on a Wednesday, middle of the day, middle of the week, holding it down for you here in the midday. LJ Lowe asks, how many neighbors has Perry gone through? Do we know the stat? I really don't know the stat, LJ Lowe. I've heard a story that the adjoining neighbor pays $100 less in rent per month to tolerate that screaming. That is a story that I've heard just listening to the show, but I really don't know if there is like a kind of a neighbor count. Granny checks in and says, oh, the poop update. BF, it's poop in my sock. Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Done shit run down your leg in your sock. Some people do anything to get out of a day of work, Granny. I don't know, brother. Clean your ass up and get on with it. Testicle Tiger says, LJ, he's on his 4th in 3 years. I've been watching. So Testicle Tiger would know better than me because she's a diehard. She's been there for a lot more minutes than I have. So there you go. She's letting you know that it's the 4th one in 3 years. Funky Bronco asks, Granny, what's with you and shit? Ask the guy who's always coming in here telling us how stinky he is and how he shit himself every day. So got a little shit competition going on here. I said we kind of wrapped up that segment, didn't we? We sure did. So put a little check mark on that. All right, it's 2:22. It's all twos on my clock. Right, folks, in the United States, 2:22. So let's keep going to the top of the hour. And one of the other things, I got a lot of stuff that we can get on to. One of the other things I like to bring to you when I'm out here, I'm always seeking content, folks. I'm always out here on the great internet looking for great stuff to show and present to you guys. And when I have a particular pile of it that it presents in no particular order or fashion, I just call it a pile of internet shite, and I present it to you right here in the segment with the exact same name. So what do you say we do it and get into it? Let's see what I have for you in the hopper today as we get into a little bit of BF's internet shite. we go. All right. Testicle Tiger says this new guy seems to like Perry. Maybe he will stick around. Maybe if he's knows what's going on with it, and he's down with the whole everything that goes on around it. Granny's getting a shout out love from Cyke Clyde. Granny, did you shite your pants? Says Funky Bronco. There you go. The night bots are running. All the bots are running. Let's get on to the first piece of internet shite that I present to you today. Folks, we always talk about there's always some kind of food elements involved. It's pretty much every day on BF Live. So today's no different. So I'll show you this. And let me say, it's delicious. Look at this. What's that look like? That looks like some delicious ice cream. Look at that. Or is it? Oh, look at that. It's a bunch of little kitty cats. Look at that. It's not ice cream. It's a bunch of actual live kitty cats. WTF. That means what the fuck. Herb World Order, says Matt. I'll be getting to it soon, yes. Herb World Order. Granny says, yeah, man, through the underwear, down the leg, into the sock. There you go. It's like a good golf shot. It's like, boor. All right. All right, well, there you go. There's the little ice cream kitties right there. Little BF Live internet shite. I thought I was tripping the first time I saw it. I'm like, I know that was ice cream when I started watching that. The ladies' videos are getting to BF. Do you think so? You think I'm getting soft pulling out kitty videos and stuff? Tyranny says, friggin' adorable. Oh, no, Testicle Tiger says, friggin' adorable. Funky Bronco says, Granny, yeah, that happened to me a few times. I can relate. Hose yourself down outside and you will be all good. Yeah, I understand. You've doxed yourself before. You got the good weather. You're down in the Florida weather, so you should be able to get away with that. Hose yourself down before you go indoors there, Granny, says our friend Funky Bronco checking in. All right. Now, this is an extended piece, and this is going to mess with your mind. And I see my friend Terry Nee, you're in the chat just in time, buddy, because you can catch Terry Nee with some Terry Nee knowledge breaks now. That'll be happening from time to time on BF Live, where he educates you about certain things that he likes to show you. Well, Terry, I got one for you today. Here's a little bit of internet shite that's educational. Check out this involves invention, and this involves words and the mind. Check this out. Here's a little piece of intellectual BF Live's educational internet shite. Check this out, people. It's starting out with, it's a mechanical thing, and it's about words and mechanics and everything. Check this out.
If you spell drawer backwards, you get a reward.
Look at that. Check that out. Ain't that cool? So it starts out talking about palindromes, but check this out. This guy just goes on with it.
But if you spell repaid backwards, you get a diaper. If a word doesn't change when its spelling is reversed, we call it a palindrome. But if, when reversed, it becomes an entirely new word, it's not called a palindrome. It's called an amordnalap.
Whoa, check that out. He done reverse palindrome on your asses.
And this is my amordnalap palindrome machine. When it comes to wordplay, I am an avid diva, but I've never really been happy with my demonstrations of them. They're always kind of messy. For years, I've dreamt of a way to reverse physical letters with just one clear motion that doesn't also flip the letters upside down. Now, my first idea was a kind of Ferris wheel with weighted letters that always hung right side up. But I was not about to ride gravity's coattails on this one, not for something this personal. So instead, I devised a toothed solution. Notice that when connected like this, these larger gears all turn together. Now that means that if I keep any one of them oriented how I want, the others will stay that way too. I was getting close to finally realizing my dream of showing with a single, simple flourish that, for example, Margaret would be a beautiful name for 1 billion kilograms of mass. The next problem was figuring out how to stick these magnetic letters on the plastic gears. Glue, maybe tape? Get real. I want something that makes me say, wow. I don't want the gears to get all sticky and messed up, and I want easily switching letters to be a challenge that can be won now. So I decided to use some magnets I found in a tube that said don't touch. They were so strong, they could stick on by just tugging each other across a gear. But I needed clearance in the back for that to happen. Luckily, a single double bushing was all it took. Speaking of double, if you're expecting twins, why not give them a pair of names that are amordnalaps? Like Cassie and Isaac, Noel and Leon, or Iris and Siri. Oh, and also, Harper Lee's first name, Nell, was given to her in backwards honor of her grandmother, whose name was Ellen. When it was all done, I finally had a contraption that could demonstrate amortinolaps that were as sweet as desserts without getting stressed. I could also remind people that if a leveler does a bad job, they will be asked to re-level. Ultimately, I put 11 gears on my machine, which is enough to spell abophobia, the fear of palindromes. If you spell
that was good. Abophobia is a palindrome, so there you go. Yeah, Terry, I'm familiar with that one. Bob and Bob, that's my name. Yes, that's one, a palindrome. I thought that was really cool. It's just shite, just internet shite, man. When I think things are cool and they're kind of interest me or give me a little buzz, I like to share them right here in this segment called BF's Internet Shite, and that's what we're watching right now. So I dug that one. Didn't I want to finish this one? Let me make sure I have them in the proper order so I can finish with a bang. Let's see. Let's see what I want to do. All right, well, I'm going to do this. All right, so part of what I like to do here on Internet Shite, many of you know that watch BF Live The Vibe on the regular, and thank you for a lot of you that have been here for like past 200 shows. I'm now in 203. Thanks for everybody that's been here the first 100 or so. You might know that I presented this young kid who likes to famously antagonize his parents by doing crazy things to their house. So I'm going to show you coming in. This is Corbin Millette. This is the guy that likes to like mess and tease his family. So let's see how he's teasing his family today. I have a couple of these clips I'm going to share with you on BF's Internet Shite. Let's check out Corbin Millette teasing his family. What are you up to today, Corbin?
Replacing my parents' items with gross minis.
I took some of my parents' favorite brands.
This kid, if you're wondering how this kid makes enough money to stay at home and only kind of prank his parents all the time, it's because he has sponsors like this one. This is called Gross Minis. And so it's like little mini versions of food that have spoiled and they have weird, different names.
Around the house and replace them with gross parodies.
Kind of like real life Garbage Pail Kids. Back in the day, we had Garbage Pail Kids stickers that depicted like weird actual products, but these are actual physical made products.
What is this? What the hell is this? Where is my mayonnaise, Corbin? I have stuff to do. Do you understand that Thanksgiving's in 2 days? I got stuff I have to make out in time for you. What is this?
You want something to eat?
With brooms? This is gross.
What'd you do with my deodorant too, man? Old Lice, what the hell am I gonna do
Old Lice. He's like, and then it has like something that has like a little shitty smell in it.
with Old Lice? I don't want lice at all. Stuff's starting to gross me out, man. You're giving me the heebie-jeebies. This is gross, man. This is gonna make me throw up.
Replacing my parents' items with gross minis.
Gross Minis. So that's one. So for those wondering how a kid can stay home all day and just antagonize his parents and get paid for it, that's how he does it with kind of those fun sponsorships right there. I have another one right here. This is another one with Corbin Millette. He is endlessly teasing and pranking his parents. I think this is all this kid does all day. Yay, Corbin. Shitty smell, LOL. The Vsauce Space Nerd, big science YouTuber. That's who was featured in that one with the palindromes. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed sharing that with you guys. Here's Corbin Millette again, forever teasing his parents. Let's see what he's up to today. Oh, it's for the holidays.
A 20-foot Santa Claus in my parents' front yard.
It's finally Christmas time, and what better way of getting into the Christmas spirit than putting a 20-foot Santa Claus in front of your house?
That's true, Tosco Tiger.
What the fuck? The lazy ass couldn't even take down the skeleton. Come on. This thing's taller than my fucking head. How did you get this up without me noticing, man? What are you, Chris Angel or something? We're 12 hours into November. Dude. What are you, fucking Mariah Carey?
So he must have done this. He said we're 12 hours into November. So he must have literally done this the morning after Halloween. Now mom pulls up. Let's see what mom thinks.
You finally did something I love. Like, holy shit. That's insane. We're not going to take the skeleton down? Oh my God, I love it.
Wow, mom actually likes something. Normally, mom is complaining about the mess, and she's the one yelling. She's like the stick in the mud and everything. All right. His mother reminds me of, that's a very good pool pea cunt. Very similar. His mom reminds me of Bam Margera's mom, who complained and fussed and about every kind of bit and segment and every move that kind of Bam did. That's a very good pool, my friend. I don't know why, but this guy annoys the shit out of me. LOL, there you know. Maybe, I don't know, you got like an older son that might pull this on you, because I do say, LJ Lowe, that it's funny watching it happen to somebody else, but the shit wouldn't be funny if he was my kid, LJ Lowe, so that would annoy me then. That's right, April, right? You're talking about April? Or Ape or April, yeah, I think that was his mom's name. P-Cunt. Yeah, Bam did this first. It's a ripoff. Well, that's what happens with young generations. I mean, look, bro, like all of us, we're all kind of older. Bam is like kind of in his 40s now, right? And Bam isn't Bam anymore. Every time you hear or see a headline in the news that says Bam Margera, it normally isn't great news that follows it. So it's really bad. He has a lot of demons. He's been through rehab a lot of time. He lost his friend Ryan Dunn, and I think that really messed him up. And yeah, normally any headline featuring Bam Margera nowadays follows with bad news behind it. Bam is apparently sober right now. Well, enjoy those couple minutes because I understand it doesn't really last long. All right, well, let's do this. I have one more cool piece for you. I'm going to leave you with this. This is internet shite. This is when I find cool, interesting things. I'm like, damn, that was really cool and interesting. I think I would like to share that on my very own show called BF Live The Vibe. So that's what I'm doing right now. Internet shite. Here's my last piece until we move on to something else. This is kind of, this is interesting. This is very much, you'll get it. Some of you get this reference. Here we go. Check this out. I thought that was pretty sweet. Space Nerd says, just smoke pot, everything is groovy. Well, there you go, folks. There's a few pieces of internet shite that I have in no particular order or theme. I presented it to you right here in my segment that is called BF's Internet Shite. Hell yeah. I hope you're having a great Wednesday so far, folks. I'm excited. Like I said, there's a buzz in the air because I know that even after tonight, I'm holding it down in the midday. Bob Levy holds it down in the morning doing his show 10 a.m. East pretty much every day of the week out of the coffin. I do the best I can to hold it down for 3 hours right here in the middle of the day, Monday through Friday, for at least 3 hours a day we do. And then at night, there's always something good we can look forward to. And tonight, it is Perry Caravello and Bob together with Toys for Tots. It's going to be a great thing. I don't have any hope for Bam anymore. You do a couple those first couple times when he goes into rehab, Testicle Tiger. You're hopeful that he's like, maybe he'll see the light. I was hopeful when he had a kid years ago and all that stuff, but nothing seems to work. That guy has many demons, unfortunately. Space Nerd, you had some edibles and enjoyed the Sandusky show. Well, I did, Funky. Smoke my vape. I'm dying about the flower, though, soon enough. Oh, we got to get to that flower. I went and got some yesterday. Space Nerd, I wish I did. Castlevania was great. So looking forward to tonight's show, says Just a Guest checking in. I am too, brother. I definitely am too. But, I think I need a little inspiration. Let me go up here because now I think it's time. How about we check in because now it's time. And now a moment with Mr. Paint. We're going to check in with our inspirational friend, Mr. Paint. That's right. He always has some words of wisdom to share with us. So let's see what Mr. Paint has to say to us today. Let me find my little Mr. Paint here and see what he has to say for us today. Mr. Paint. Where'd you go, Mr. Paint? Come on. You figure I would cue it up first and then announce it. Here, no, that's wrong. There he is. He's Mr. Paint. He has some words of inspiration for us today. Take some inspiration out of this guy right here. As soon as it loads up, I'll play it for you. Son of a bitch. Oh, here we go. Here we go, and now I will present it properly. And now, a moment with Mr. Paint. Take it away, Mr. Paint. Oh, there we go.
Don't worry about anybody else. Don't worry about what anyone thinks.
Right?
Make it for yourself. Take care of yourself. Make it for yourself.
Make it for yourself.
Don't worry about anybody
Don't worry
else.
about anybody else,
Don't
Mr.
worry
Pink
about what
says.
anyone thinks.
Don't worry about anybody.
Make it for yourself. Take care of yourself.
Fucking A, Mr. Pink.
Make it for yourself.
Come on. I'm making it for myself. I'm making my own show right here on BF Live. That's what I do. I'm taking my inspiration from the man himself, Mr. Paint. He clearly doesn't. Jim Norton. No, that's not Jim Norton. That's not Jim Norton. Testicle Tiger makes some canna butter is the suggestion that LJ Lowe gives to Testicle Tiger, who says that she has a couple eighths remaining that they can't smoke, maybe. Let's see. I thought I saw that comment going on earlier. Yeah, I have 5 eighths and I got to quit smoking until after Christmas. I don't know what to do with all of that. And I see a lot of people saying, send it my way. I'll send you them my address. There you go. Yeah, but I should freeze it all jarred singly, but I don't want it to get stale, LOL. Good idea. Make that can of butter. All right, well, there you go. Well, let's check in, folks, because I'm looking for some inspiration in the middle of the week. So let's take a little moment again. And now, a moment with Mr. Paint. All right, let's go for another moment with Mr. Paint right here. Let's see what he has to say now. Let's pick up on this inspiration he's throwing down, folks. A moment with Mr. Paint right here on BF Live. Whoop, I forgot to unmute it. There we go. Oh, it's Christmas related. Check it out.
Silver bells.
I've been wanting to play some
Silver
bells. Silver bells for your ass.
Silver bells. Yeah. Get those bells going. Ring those bells. Get those silver bells going. You don't have those silver bells. It's all right. You can get any kind of, you want kind of bells. That doesn't really matter. Any kind of bells you got, some kind of bells. Get the bells working.
This guy should get with Trent Reznor.
Silver bells.
This is what's going to happen to Trent Reznor when he gets older and stuff.
Silver bells.
30 years later, this is Trent Reznor.
Silver bells. Silver bells. Silver bells. Silver bells. Yeah. Get those bells going. Ring those bells. Get those silver bells going. You don't have those silver bells. It's all right. You can get any kind of, you want kind of bells. That doesn't really matter. Any kind of bells you got, some kind of bells. Get the bells working. Silver bells. Silver bells.
This guy going on tour with sack squats? Is he going to open up with sack squats?
Silver bells.
Silver bells. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that was some kind of check-in, folks. And that was a moment with Mr. Paint. Wow. That guy's got energy. Testicle Tiger checks in and says, baking brownies with already made canna butter wasn't too bad, but baking off the herbs and stuff would be way too much, says Testicle Tiger. So that's how the hyper kid in school grows up to be. Slow kids at play grow up to be that guy. Space Chief 75 says, I've never felt more Christmas spirit in my life. There you go. See, now you're getting it. Testicle Tiger says, don't you got a fan above your stove? Let's see. Separation process can become stinky. Yeah, man. If you're living in an apartment, let's see. Wow, quite a musician, says Space Nerd. Stuttering John has nothing on this guy. J.R. Lahane checked in. Thanks, buddy. Says, my big secret, hot cheese curls, dollar store in Lando Lake, fake butter with canola oil. Send help. Wow, that's a recipe. Testicle Tiger says, yeah, but fans only do so much. You got that right. When it's weed, it's just weed. That's what I say, Testicle Tiger, because I try to burn a candle when I'm doing my thing, and it smells like weed and a candle. It's not like the candle always does a great job covering up the smell. Funky Bronco says, Cyke Clyde, make some can of butter in your new house. Break that new house in. I'm glad to see this nice guy popping in because he hasn't been around. And pop being the key word, Chris Popke checks in. Hey, buddy. Just popping in to say, Hoya, I haven't been able to watch live because goddamn life. Always watch and like the replay. Thank you, Popke. I appreciate knowing that, man. I understand that I'm in kind of an interesting kind of special time slot and that a lot of people kind of work during this day, at least here in the United States. But I want to be, for those that can tune in, I want to be that show that kind of gives you some positive energy during the day, if you are allowed, if you're able to tune in. But thanks for always saying that you watch when you can and you watch the replay, Popke. That means a lot to me, buddy. Thank you. Let's see. Stay out of my head, says Terry Nee. And then you're talking about that Mr. Paint guy. Oh, hey, nerd, Space Nerd from Popke. Space Nerd says, damn it, life ruins everything, Duke of the Dog Day versus Popke. Cyke Clyde says, I stopped growing a couple years ago. Weed's so cheap here, and I grow tons of booms. Ha, ha, ha. He moved his game around. Space Nerd wants some of them booms. I need to try the Colorado weed, says Space Nerd. She wants to be Colorado Rocky Mountain High. Funky Bronco says, Cyke Clyde, isn't weed like $20 an ounce now? I'd be curious to know that because there's a certain price level around here for like an eighth or something. I'm at the store, I think I'm paying 35 to 40 for like an eighth or something where I'm at. I haven't had Colorado weed either, says Testicle Tiger. Cyke says it'll happen, nerd. Swear the weed's pretty good out here. We used to hear that. Like you guys were one of the first to legalize, so that's all we ever heard was California and then kind of got Colorado. I haven't had Washington weed, LOL, which has a good reputation too. I will get over there soon, Space Nerd says. LJ Lowe says, my dispensary is a block away, and I pay 40 to 80 an ounce, depending on the quality. Fucking an ounce? The fuck? I got to get where you're at, buddy. Shit. Alaska weed sucks, LOL. Says Testicle Tiger. Cyke Clyde says, not that cheap unless it's all shake and low-level stuff. Yeah, I like to buy buds. I buy little buds. Space Nerd says, it's not as good as Oregon, Testicle Tiger. Talking about Washington. Space Nerd says, nice El Jello, a block away from the dispensary. Funky Bronco says, Testicle Tiger, weed is way too dry. The Washington, Oregon, North Cali stuff is the best. Nice, moist, and juicy nugs. I am a fan of juicy nugs. I like a little resistance. I don't want it to just evaporate whatever I'm lighting up when I light up. I like a little resistance. I like that moisture. That normally means there's some good THC in it, too. Cyke Clyde says, LJ, isn't it nice to have like 500 dispensaries in the state? We just became recreational, so I'm still Cyke Clyde. I went the other day. I placed the order before the show. I did a little pre-order, and then right when I was done the show, I went out and I picked it up, and I still trip out on this whole experience, brother. I'm like, I can't believe I just walked out of the store with that. Like, it's legal now. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Every time I got this big, stupid grin on my face, like, I can't believe it. I can't believe that this is legal. And I can just walk out. I got these little, yesterday I got these little Blues Brothers, like little tote things, like little hit, like little 0.25 gram little hits yesterday. So I got me some new stuff. In Vancouver, British Columbia, I get a quarter pound for 250 Canadian. Well, I don't feel like doing the conversion, and I don't have Bobby Nick here. Cyke Clyde says, yeah, Colorado is what's up. Cali is a close second. Ooh, see, now when I was growing up, because Cali was always at the edge and it was always about get your Cali shit first, but Colorado is right there. Testicle Tiger says, a good ounce will run you a couple hundo, says Testicle Tiger. I haven't gone for ounces yet for the legal stuff. LJ Lowe says, Cyke, it really is. I have gone to the same place for 8 years, though. They have great weed and prices. Cyke Clyde says, it's only dry if you don't cure the buds right after the trim process. Aku checks in. Hey, Aku, be hardworking. Aku Mudgeon checks in. And 3 months for the free 2-month membership. Chat says 2 months. Seems like yesterday I started tossing my nonsense in this chat. How about that, buddy? Time flies when you're having fun, so we're having fun with Aku Mudgeon checking in. How you doing, the hardworking Aku? And there you go, the sponsorship renews right there. Thank you for helping BF Live, keeping the vibe alive. Aku. It takes weeks to properly cure buds, especially colas the size of my arm. Testicle Tiger says, first time I went to the dispensary, a cop was there. It was weird as fuck. Wow, that does sound weird. Like even although I would be bold in my chest as long as I didn't spark before, or I went there, I'd be like, this shit's legal now, son. Just walk right past them, right? But yeah, that is a little disconcerting because we're old school Testicle Tiger, right? We grew up with like, you don't ever let anyone know, especially 5-0 or the police, that you have anything you're holding. Space Nerd says, is it boutique style, LJ Lowe? Washington is prepackaged. Oregon, you can get as much or as little as you want. I go in and get a gram of different strains that I want to try. That's awesome. I'm using pre-rolled as my way of trying out new blends there, Space Nerd. Hey, it's Weed Talk right here on BF Live. We got the weed heads in the chat today. Testicle Tiger says, I smoke too much to be bougie, though. I smoke the cheap shit, LOL. Space Nerd says, Testicle Tiger, I appreciate when I can drop an ounce on my passenger sheet. Riding dirty, LOL. My high school self is still giddy that it's legal. It's so weird. I don't know. I'm wondering if I'm ever going to adjust to the legalness of it, but because I think of all the struggles that we went through in the past getting it, and I think of older relatives that wouldn't believe that you can just walk into a store now and just kind of purchase it over the counter. We're all a bunch of potheads. That's right. It's Weed Talk right here at the end of BF Live as we're making our way to the top of the 3 o'clock hour. Truth P. Cunt says, Space Nerd. Testicle Tiger says, supplement with infused pre-rolls. LOLs. Really? Yeah, I haven't gotten into, they got ones that are like dipped in keef. I mean, there's so many ways that you can smoke weed nowadays. It's crazy. Like back in the day, we were just lucky to cop some and have to put it in a bowl or something and smoke it. But now they dip them in keef and all of this extra kind of sparkly stuff. It's crazy. Infused pre-rolls ruled, says Space Nerd. The Chunkster says, I want one of those nugget pressing things. I mean, holla, what's up? Hola, man, how you doing? The Chunkster. Aku says, never understood how a single half-gram joint hits harder than chaining 3 joints. Well, it all depends on how much THC's in it, right, Aku? And maybe where you're at mentally. Because sometimes we resist it. You know, sometimes when we're over-smoked, those little ones don't do shit for you, buddy. But if you like haven't smoked in a while, sometimes them little ones hit just right. Yeah, they can. It all depends on what kind of day it is. We grew up with a guy, LOL. I know, Testicle Tiger. It's so funny because I know when people started first asking me, like, what strain do you smoke? Which strain? I'm like, I smoke the weed-flavored weed because you got whatever your guy happened to have in his hand, right? You didn't go, no, I don't want this. You took what was there. So it's the days are just so different. Cyke Labs says, my first trip was in 06 here in Colorado when it was only medical and not recreational. It felt like a secret society. No windows or any idea of what is in there behind the wall. So I guess you do like in here where I live in Maryland, we do the pre-order where they prefer you go online and you pre-order. That way it makes it easy when you go in the store. You just say, hey, I'm here, get your shit, and you go right out the door. I still can't believe it. LJLO says, Space Nerd, it's prepackaged when you buy it. But my dispensary grows everything in their building. With the price, I don't mind buying just an ounce to try it. If I don't like it, it goes to the homeless. That's what you should do, Perry.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you get all of that extra food and stuff there, bro. You could at least give it to the homeless, man. Testicle Tiger says, yes, Space Nerd. I used to hide that shit in my sock. Popkey says, I order online and get a free pair of low-price Bud socks with every order. The places in my area were offering like $1 pre-rolls, Popkey. If there's you meet certain criteria or something, your first couple of visits, you would get like $1 pre-roll. Gotcha. That's cool, LJ. We can get it delivered. It rules, Popkey. I haven't done delivery yet. Somebody was asking me about that the other day. I don't know if my state does delivery. They do walk-in recreational, but that's going to be the ultimate. When I said my goal is to be high as fuck one day and then just order it and have them come to the door and bring me more of it. That would be the ultimate. Like, cool, bro. You're here with my shit. Cool, because I'm too high to go out and get it myself. Right. Like Elliot Olphin. Right. Kumudgeon says, I was blowing out the driveway. The half-gram made me lay down. Holy shit. Hey, Aku, you're talking about these little ones, bro. I had these little ones like a couple weeks ago called dog walkers. Those were like the 0.375 grams. And those were just like little puffs that last you just long enough to go walk your dog. And they would rock my world a little bit too. So I relate to that. Space Nerd says, I wasn't a stoner until it was legal. I didn't like the bullshit that people had. I guess never liked it. Well, when it became legal, I fell in love with edibles. It's Weed Talk still. LOL, Q. Oku says, and they were different strains, but the same THC level. Yeah, and so I find that I'm an indica guy there, Oku, is what I'm finding, that I'm an indica guy, but I'm not opposed to a good indica dominant hybrid. I've been getting into those lately because you never know what kind of mix that you get. I'm open to this shit. Cyke Labs says, haha, LJ, facts. Caviar joints are dope as fuck, infused, as you say. LJ Lowe says, as a team, I stole a plow for a rider lawnmower, stolen, and got a quarter from my dealer. You stole a plow for a riding lawnmower, gave it to your dealer, and he gave you a quarter ounce of weed for a plow for a riding lawnmower. Funky Bronco says, I miss the days of picking up bud from a sketchy ass dude. In my opinion, the dispensaries are kind of fruity. I'm still trying to pick a dispensary that I really like because there are certain aspects that I like and dislike about these couple places that I've gone to already. And yeah, so that's going to be a thing, picking them up. But the sketchy ass dude thing, I mean, come on, I went in some neighborhoods that probably wouldn't be a great thing to do to score some weed back in the day. So I'm happy to have it retail. LJ Lowe's laughing, getting the laughs from Space Nerd. Testicle Tiger says, yeah, sometimes we get sleepy and sometimes we're awake, Aku. Now it's like going to the candy store to get weed, says our friend Space Nerd. What's up, Dream Man, checking in? What's up? Space Nerd, I have this too. It says, Cyke Labs, we have rewards programs too, and I let it build up. So yeah, we can get like points. I'm getting points now for buying my weed. Hoya Dream Man checks in saying, Hoya gang, can't live without my $50 ounce. Well, come on, man. Sharing is caring. Do you have enough for the whole class? Funky Bronco says, Dream Man, why you need your weed, LOL. Cyke Labs says, next year I'm hoping booms are recreational, decriminalized right now, and so it's fun to grow them. We don't need nearly as much space as for the weed when you're growing the booms. Tyranny says, doorbell lit my dog. I got him. Well, there you go. Testicle Tiger says, Bobby, try the infused and thank us later. I'm intrigued by them because they look awfully pretty and they're dipped in that keef and on. I'm like, I'm gonna meet my friend Keith one day. Dream Man says, Funky Bronco, don't really need it, just kind of saying it funky up. Space Nerd says, I remember reading Rolling Stone magazine in the 80s and got so mad at the marijuana incarcerations and the ridiculous laws. So out of hand. We all have been waiting for weed to be legal. And that's why I don't think, Space Nerd, the fear or being on the down low will probably ever leave my DNA. Even when I go outside to this day, I'm doing this, right? Because that's just how we were raised, with that healthy paranoia that luckily kept a lot of us maybe from getting in trouble or kept us out of jail. So yeah, and the incarcerations and everything that went on around it, so glad to be on the other side of that. Funky Bronco says, Space Nerd, I'm the opposite, actually. I miss the sketchy parts and the process of how it was before. It used to be an entire mission to get high. You had to earn it in that sense. Funky Bronco, you're not wrong in that regard, buddy. And I said, the thing that I'm worried about leaving smoking weed is that when we used to go to a concert, it was a brotherhood. It was like a secret society, right? We were a secret society, and you didn't dare tell people they didn't smoke. So when somebody came up to you and said, oh man, you got some? Oh, I left my shit home or whatever, you felt obligated to be, you were part of that society. We always shared. It was always the way. And now I think it might just be like cigarettes. Like, no, fool, go down the store and get your own shit. So there are some of the kind of those kind of secret society aspects that I probably will miss about being illegal now. So Chunkster says, I didn't try weed until 30. I'm still dumb though. I tried at 15. 15, that was me. That is funny at Funky Bronco, says Space Nerd. Testicle Tiger says, learning what kind of weed we like has been the best part of legalized weed, honestly. Yeah, it's funny, Testicle Tiger, because now I'm getting picky. Because now when I get one that I like, I want to go back and get it, but it's not always available. And I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on here? I finally figured out what I like and you don't have it. But then I'm liking that too back in the day when we used to get it just from a rando, right? We didn't know what we were getting every time. But now all of a sudden I'm being very particular and I must have what I just smoked before. So Space Nerd says Testicle Tiger, 100%. Aku lets us know that he's a sativa guy, which makes sense for a hardworking guy because it gives you energy. Nothing better than a huge bowl, Sabaton, and lifting weights. The downside was smoking and not working out, and my body ramped up, ready for the workout. Aku, I'll let you know this. When we used to get it from the street pharmacist back in the day, I used to have this affinity to, I had a sensation that I wanted to work out after smoking, bro. And many times I did both. I had like a little home gym machine that I did, and I would be over here. Like literally I would go from doing the hits, and then I'd get on the machine, bro. So I kind of know what you're saying, that I'm doing like a weed workout. Like, why am I energized to work out when I'm on weed? Popke says, I took my kids to Disneyland last year, and there was a dispensary a block away, one of California's few redeeming qualities. There you go. I love that, Popke. Now, that's one of my things. We traveled to Canada this year, where you've said you're already from, and one of the first things I did when I got up there after we ate dinner is I walked to my nearest shop, and I had to have that retail experience up in Canada, so that was a lot of fun. Space Nerd says, I love Tom Segura's bit of telling his kids how we used to get pot. It's spot on. Funky Bronco says, Aku, smoke before working out. Don't that raise your heart rate? And so that's what, yeah, because people that really know or done your studying know that smoking weed does elevate your heart rate, your resting heart rate. And so, yeah, I would like, even as a young guy, I'm mixing in like going out and riding bike. I would like to go ride a bike with my vape pen. So I'm glad my heart hasn't exploded yet. Testicle Tiger says, my sister is a sativa person. I couldn't. Sativa makes me super paranoid. Cyke Labs says, back in the day, back in med days, you could give up your caregiver rights to a dispensary, and they'd give you like 50% off every purchase and bonuses every month because you had to pay full price, right? Because you can grow 6 plants per the normal medical card. JFK Headchunk checks in during Weed Talk and says, the weed dealer was always late and wanted to hang out too long. There was that too, because there were times where you were like going to your next event, but you had to stop over at the weed guy, and then the weed guy would want, hey, why don't you hang around? Why don't you smoke one with me, bro? Or how about the incessant, you had to call him like 100 times. Bro, you got it yet? Did you score yet? No, bro, I would have called you. Call him up 5 minutes later. Bro, did you score yet? No, bro, I would have called you. Like over and over again. It was like, bro, did you score yet? No, bro. Like that, I didn't like always having to hound my dude. That wasn't fun. Brian Kowalczyk says, killing me. Not sure if it'll ever be legalized out here in Texas. Space Nerd says, I can't do sativa. Makes my brain feel funny and my heart race. Hybrid is my favorite. Tree Melon Spot running Cyke Labs. Aku says, Funky, don't know. Pre-workout likely had that covered. That's right, because some of that pre-workout gets your kind of heart and your metabolism going. Keef and oil usually, says Cyke Labs. Funky Bronco says, JFK Headchunk, that creepy stuff was part of the fun. Your dealer always looked like Scott Fitzpatrick. Hey, guys, you want to stick around? Come on, I'm going to watch some Leonard Skinner live with me. I was going to watch Leonard Skinner live from 1976. You want to watch it? Brian, that's why I left Plano for Colorado. Space Nerd says, Brian Kowalczyk, not with Abbott or Paxton, thinking of income they're missing. They're talking about medicine. LJ Lowe says, Psych, they did that for a little bit with recreational legalized weed too. Now you just get rewards program at your dispenser, though. Testicle Tiger says, I wrote the Ledicure for my school paper lead about weed legalization. Okay. The lead feature. There you go. That's what she meant. That's why 420 was our calling card. That's right, man. It's 420. Everybody smokes weed. Wow, you guys are really with the weed talk today. I could keep going with the weed talk in the chat here. You guys are awesome. Having fun with this topic today. I mean, I'm not even down to the bottom of the chat yet, but it is 2 minutes after 3 where I'm at, guys. How about that? When you run out of stuff to talk about, you can always talk about weed. I always like to talk about having fun. And I hope that you guys had fun here today, because we have just done 3 hours of live original programming. I hope that you had fun today. I did the best I could to hold it down for you here by myself in the midday, folks. But I'm still excited about this day. Number one, I'm here with you, number one. That's the first thing. Number 2, it's a Perry Bob night. So that's going to be a great night with the special added bonus of Toys for Tots of fundraising benefit to make up for Perry's sins of stealing multiple plates of food for the homeless. So tune in to Perry Caravella Live tonight, PCL. That's at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock East. That's where I'm going to be hanging out with you guys in the chat family. So we got the show hanging out today. We got Perry tonight. I got this weed out there that ain't going to smoke itself, folks. I got my new little toys and treats from the store yesterday. I hope you have anything that you need to get through your day, folks. This was Wednesday. We had it. We did it. We're doing it. We're good. I got it. I get it. I know it's good.
We're doing it.
We ended the show with Weed Talk and a lot of fun, folks. Hey, so would you please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons on the BF Live on right here on Rumble and or on YouTube. LJ Lowe says, a blast as always, BF. Have a great day, chat family. I appreciate that. Thank you for contributing. Thank you for being part of the vibe that we create right here every day, LJ Lowe, my bro. Let's see. Testicle Tiger says, that's right, boy. JFK Hitchung says, I had a weed guy in Florida. I scored a quarter pound, and he took me to this guy. One level up from the weed guy is horrifying. There were times where, yes, I knew that guy that was a little too close, and you didn't like, oh, you're going to see that guy? I'll see you later. Let's see. Please take care, you heathens, from Aunt Esther. Much love and have a blessed day with lots of hugs. Mouth ones, preferably. Space Nerd says, I am LJ. When I travel with my mom to Washington, Idaho, Montana, they're talking about weed and edibles still, folks. Cyke Clyde, I appreciate you saying it's a great show, my friend. Thank you for your contributions. Testicle Tiger says she loves y'all chat, and she throws out many mad emojis because she's a member. And she's also one of the lead mods, if not the lead mod, over on Perry Caravella Live. I'll see you in the chat tonight, my friend, Testicle Tiger. Space Nerd says, thank you, and I say, thank you very much. Cyke Clyde says, and all my chat family, much love with purple hearts. 666 says Cyke Clyde. Cyke Clyde says, sign up at PCL with the smoke puffs. You can click on that link right there. Space Nerd knows that I will see some of you later. I hope to see some, all, or most of you later. So there you go, folks. And there we have, we're kind of at the end of the chat, man. So there you go. We did it. 3 hours of live fun and original content. Thank you, JFK Head Chunk, saying, thanks, Bobby. Fun shit, man. That warms my heart, and it gives me motivation to keep coming up with the next batch of fun shit that I can do every day on BF Live, The Vibe, that you helped me create. And this was show 203, folks. So for my friends Bobby, Nick Havens, and Scott, they can't be here every day, but I appreciate the days they come. Thank you for those guys. Thank you for the chat family for being here every day and giving me a place and giving me a vibe. This has been BF Live. We have been live, and this is The Vibe, folks. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your week if I don't see you again in the Perry Caravella Live chat. And peace and love, and we will see you the next time we see you right here on BF Live, The Vibe, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now. See you, folks.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.